What happened last time? Welcome to another game of Dungeons and Dungeons. Tell me. Recount for
Oh,
our absent friend.
He beat me to
we
it.
arrived in Fall Point after exiting from the ruins of Aquarius. Um, we discovered the opening of a magical transport network across the realm that has been under construction and only recently allowed. Um, there's several different routes, but the one we picked up on is basically like a an underground train-ish network. It's kind of like a mixture of different magics that functions, um, where it just kind of glides along the ground. There isn't like a rail; it's just like a channel. But it can't
It's
like go out and fly or anything. It has to like stay within those channels.
it's basically a magical bullet train that
Yeah.
goes all across the continent. It's
Mhm.
pretty sweet.
We
Owned
picked their
by a
brains about
family.
that. One of the cool perks we could get to have like basically a mobile base is we can buy a little charm that can tag on the back of the last train car, and it'll create essentially our personal train car with everything stored inside it, and it kind of transitions into its own little demi-plane when it's removed. Um, but that's a lot of money that we didn't have enough liquid assets to purchase because we have a lot of our money is in like statues and gems.
Which, for the sake of brevity, we dropped. You can drop all that shit off at Show's apartment when you guys got to Last Star, and you just like threw thousands and thousands of valuables into his apartment before.
Can Lee
And then
Cat
we
broker
put it
them for
in
us?
and we put it in one of the safes that we have that's cool and ancient that only we know how to unlock because our friend from a different society taught us how.
Yes, no name, or soon to be
Yeah,
called Otto.
no name.
Because you guys you really
Otto.
sold me on that. You really sold me.
Otto was good, yeah.
Where's the names?
Um,
I wrote it in my notes. The family.
we rode the train back. It was basically a full day trip for the train to get back to Lastar. So we just kind of killed time on the train until we arrived back. We arrived back towards the end of the day. Made a quick stop we started at Bailey's place because we had heard there was some stuff going on in town, high up people disappearing. Who the specific people that have actually disappeared were the grand headmaster of the college, Varys Aloro, Ashen Azurin, the headmaster of Dunamancy, and I believe it was Korag Carrion of Conjuration.
No.
Dara
It's-
Valdane.
Divination.
Divination, yes.
Yep.
Dara Veldane of Divination. So those three had disappeared. Nobody was making a huge deal about it because apparently people disappear often, like their experiments and stuff. So they weren't going too crazy about the town about it. So we went to see Bailey, and we saw Bailey's peacock. Bailey wasn't in the place. Faith and Ganu spoke to the peacock familiar, and it was like she was taken. She was taken. And we started putting some pieces together that those weird dragon scale people made a hit on a bunch of people in Last Star and stole them. So we went to Liket. We did some outfitting with our gears and stuff and some of our crystals that we had pilfered from the college. We introduced her and No Name. And they get a nice little introduction thing, and then we were able to get in touch with Ashella Azurin, we ended up making our way to Ashen Azurin's office, looking around trying to see if we can figure out a bit about what's going on.
She didn't go down like a bitch, by the way.
She did not.
We opened with her cracking the collar that was put on with her talon, and more fight going on for a while. But
Yes.
then they threatened her with her daughter, and she was just like, "Oh, my one weakness."
Yeah, it took an entire legion and blackmail slash hostage. Yeah.
It was like the headmaster of necromancy. I think it was like two of his lackeys, and like I think you said it was either 3 or 4 of the dragon scaled armor people.
I'm pretty sure it was 4. I'm pretty sure.
It was several of the dragon scale armor people, and even that didn't beat her. They only won because they pulled leverage on her. And
Which
she's
is-
like, fine.
Which the bad guys will remind you, that is winning. That is winning. We did beat her. That is how it works.
While we were searching the office, a Sheller got back to us after our Faith had reached out, and she was like, yo, what's going on? Where are you? Why are you there? Can we trust you? We got together, met up. She took us to one of her laboratories, and we basically she was like, I'm pretty sure I can teleport you where we need to be. At least nearby where we think her mother and what we found out the replica Skybreaker TM was sent to. So we took a couple moments prepared, and then she teleported us, and we are currently sitting at the entrance of it was a cavern, or was it like a fortress?
It is the fallen body of a titan.
Yes, it was the fallen body of an ancient titan.
Mm-hmm. You would mistake
So-
it for a mountain from the backside, but somebody's been excavating it from this side. So we are entering
On
into...
the backside.
Like a beast, or is it like a human kind of skull?
Yes.
It is humanoid shape.
Okay.
So you're saying
Um,
the ass cheeks are mountain shaped?
You can't see any ass cheeks, but a very
Where do you think the
interesting.
entrance to the cave is?
Right. He said from the backside, you wouldn't recognize it. So I don't know.
Go on, Mr. Bones.
There are
Wow,
rumors of a secret tunnel.
And
As a
also the vault in Nature's Hold was another
Was
point
broken
of order.
into.
Was broken into.
Yes.
So this-
and
That was
Iki,
one thing that was
Iki
mentioned.
is missing.
Yes.
Iki's missing.
Yeah, they took
Bailey's missing.
the grass gem.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've stolen one of the creation gems.
A brief segue. Sam is watching the Raishan fight tonight. It's Raishan Part 2, so the big one.
Yeah,
And
she is.
she's live texting me about it
I
because she's
love it.
very anxious.
She should be. She should be.
Classic.
She should
Rashomon.
be. Oh, it's a good fight. All right. So the group together, the Wayward crew with No Name and Ashella are outside a downed Titan. It looks like there was some sort of archaeologists that were outside working on this for some time, and there is a opening inside the side of this downed, what you assume to be the skull of the creature. What do you all do?
Through the telepathic bond,
Mhm.
I will say, do we just waltz on in? How do we approach this?
I can send Agilex to scout if you want.
Clouds begin to come over the area, and a light drizzle of rain starts to tink off your armors and your platings and your weapons as it begins to rain outside. You get some fresh smelling of the mud turning to clay soon. Go ahead and send Adrilix inside.
Yo. through
Oh,
telepathic
One
bond.
thing with the recent rules change for you, Luke,
Mhm.
attunement is now
Yep.
an action to attune onto something, and it is a 1-minute concentration to attune off something.
Okay.
Yeah. Yo, are we gonna go in that thing? That's awesome.
Natural 19.
For Adrilix, perception check?
Yeah, his perception's +5.
Okay. Do you want to
He's
be
got dark
stealthy, or
vision.
do you just want to go in?
Stealthy.
Okay, so roll a stealth check for him as well. You hear Ashella. Actually,
Oh,
going
22 on the stealth. Agilex is killing it.
Agilex is coming in hot.
He's also proficient in those things, so you would hope.
So Ashella, we'll try this. We'll try this. This is gonna be weird.
Oh,
Let me see. I'm curious.
Inside there, that's where I have a magical connection, knowing that the new Skybreaker, especially my mother, should be inside. You have me, so you have nothing to worry about. Been a very peaceful.
Does it sound female?
It sounds
Sounds female. It's a little
little
robot-y, but
Yeah, it's still gonna
It
be
makes
robot.
you
It's
sound
turning me
female.
female. All right,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, that's
amazing.
Pretty
Oh,
gross.
you sound.
That's
you
a
sound,
big jump.
I'm getting like Cortana vibes or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
getting Gladys from Portal.
So
Yeah.
there's also these two. Okay, we gotta do it now real quick.
Gladys.
There's also Alice and Bob, which are like
Please consider your screaming is annoying all the corporate industries right now. We only value your labor and not your lives. Thank you for taking horrible paying jobs.
Hi, I'm Alice, and I'm here to reassure you that the world is in fact not for you. It's only for the rich. Thank you all for coming to Amazon Warehouse.
Oh my god. I don't want to
So
play anymore.
Weird.
Does that sound female too? The Alice one?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Alice one was like more menacing somehow. I don't know.
I think it was the topic that.
I think it was the content.
Yeah.
A little too close to home.
But they're getting really good, man, and it's getting me excited.
Reed, I'm trying to escape reality, not
Sorry. And also, so No Name. This is his voice from now
Trademark.
on.
No name TM.
We've seen this before. This used to be a titan of my age. I always assumed titans could die, but I've never witnessed one dead before me.
Do you recognize this one in particular, or is that not possible?
If we go inside, most titans had their devotions and temples scribed into the walls. I believe we can figure that out awfully easily. I have it narrowed down to a few, but once we get inside safely, take a look around and see if we can put something together.
He said inside safe. How safe do you think it's gonna be?
Well, if it's a down titan, probably not so safe.
Considering who we're after and what we're after, I'd say it's safe to assume that we're not safe.
No, nothing's gonna be safe, and we are going to obliterate everything, so it'll be safe after. You got me, alright? We're good.
Shell is angry.
Is it common knowledge what titans are to people?
No, but Shell would know because of your background. That would make a lot of sense.
So they kind of like the
Sure would.
Colossus.
Yes, they're very much like Colossuses from Shadow of the Colossus. They are these like mysterious, mythological is the word I was looking for. Creatures that have associations with gods and have associations with the Titan Forges. People don't know the nitty gritty of Titan Forges versus Titan, if they're even interconnected, but they know the stories from the Heralds. And obviously they knew certain bits and pieces of this make certain sense, but sometimes it's like when you're reading a classic a religious text and you're just like, there's a word. Yep. The Boondangles. I'm sure that made sense to them back in the day. Someone would make sense of that, but not the average me. Because like a Titan helped save the Heralds from Forgath. But Krutula's Titan, what the fuck does that mean? You the players, obviously know what that means. But you the characters.
While we are waiting to hear back from Agilix, I'm gonna turn to Ashella.
Yes.
Just as a precaution, I'm gonna pull out my book, turn to the page of names for my Far Scribe. I'm gonna erase Ganu's name as an action. And then if you put your name here, if we ever get separated at some point, I can reach you an endless amount of times, just like a scrying spell.
Signs it.
Yeah,
Ganu takes
uh,
5 psychic damage.
You know that meme, friendship ended with whatever friendship started with.
Friendship over.
Ashella's handwriting is fucking impeccable.
Nice.
He
You
writes in
imagine-
fonts.
Yeah, you imagine when a wizard has many hundreds of years of time on their hands, they eventually really are like, all right, I gotta get my fucking. Like it started out with doctor stuff, but when you're a wizard and you're looking through your spell book and like, what did I write? What did I write? you end up. They all hit this block. That seems to be a very common pattern in wizards over the years. That it normally starts as chicken scratch because it's like, gotta be intelligent. I gotta learn everything. I just gotta get it out of my head. To like, okay, actually, this is a real problem if I can't read what I wrote here because I need to cast the spells.
And then they just memorize all the formulas and runes and etc. And that doesn't matter.
Yes. So, exactly.
Classic wizards. Am I right?
Ashella, you are very angry right now, but you do have to operate under the assumption that you are walking into a trap designed for you.
Make a persuasion check.
21.
I don't even know we're coming. They've been moving and hiding their actions is extremely unlikely that they think they would be prepared for us this soon and prepared for me. But you make it decent that it is me, and they did kidnap my mom. These people probably weren't as stupid as the necromancers.
Even if we're catching them unawares, we should just assume we don't have the element of surprise, even if we do.
Agreed.
I'm also gonna assume there's more factors at play. I don't see this as the work of just one college professor. I see it as a work of an organization, especially if something as important as
everything that's happened since we left that vampire's castle. There's something terrifying.
Some sort of group effort collaborating, especially if fake Skybreaker TM is missing.
It all makes logical sense. That's good reason. We will go with the utmost caution. What do I have to say?
As we transition over to Adrilix.
Sho blushes at the compliment of his logical reasoning, but Sho's version of blushing is literally just like his skin is a fucking rock. So it's like I guess it just gets a little shinier.
Love it. There's definitely animes where they've had rock people
pink lines show up.
Yeah,
pretty much
anime style.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's a good.
Oh.
I don't know the actual words. You would.
Like the second greatest wizard I have ever met in my entire life said my logic and reasoning was sound.
You guys have clearly picked up on as the classic character building and like the fatal flaw. Every character has a fatal flaw. You guys seem to have. I'm not going to tell you it, but I think you've picked up on Ashella's fatal flaw. You've gotten pretty good at this so far. So that's pretty good. All right, so Adrilix, as you peek into the first area, you see there is an extensive archaeology dig happening on the inside of this area. There are tents, there are tarps over places. You can see chiseling tools. You can see all sorts of excavation tools inside here. Little bits of artifice, but the place is brimming, and it has torches still lit inside here. Those torches are dimming, while there are some inherent lights of natural artifice that are doing the legwork of lighting this entire area. That still seem to be fine, while the other ones are dimming over time. The tents themselves, though, you notice, the further back into this large area, we'll say it's probably an excavation site of 200 by about 300 feet, big area. There are carvings all along the walls, and it all is like kind of like grooves type of carvings, and it's expertly crafted, depicting all sorts of interesting religious stylings and histories that you need to go in closer for a real good look. but with your over 20 perception, you notice all these very short-looking individuals with beards and like brown, stone-like. Brown's the wrong word. It's way darker than that. It almost looks sickly. The skin, purple, bruised is better. What I'm trying to visualize here. Bruised looking skin of what you've seen dwarfs before. These look like a lot of dwarfs, and you see about 7 or 8 of these dwarfs walking about the area, looking things over and moving things around. And
I'll communicate that as Agilix is communicating that to me, so that's now common knowledge.
okay,
And I'll direct him to just come back. I don't really need to have him stay there.
flies back. I am going to, for the most part, hold back my 2 NPCs from solving everything for you all the time during this dungeon crawl. All right, they will be around and they do have influence. But this is above table type of stuff, like, so we have fun. They're not just gonna I don't want a main character Reed is now a player and is just going to be doing everything. So this is just a little note. So you guys be like, why didn't Ashella just do a lot of this shit? We're fucking playing right now and she's not in the right state of mind. She's off. She's off at the moment. But she's still here. And, I want you guys always to be making the rolls first before we petition the NPCs for help. But you have earned through your friendships in the game, these NPCs on this quest, you are getting these benefits. This is the point of not murdering them or befriending them through all these quests. They are going to be great benefits to you, but mechanically, I'm not going to let you just be like, cool. 20th level wizard, could you go in there and just... do your thing.
So does it look clear? If we're sneaky enough, do you think we could get in?
Yeah. There's a few dwarves, and the torchlight seems to be dimming by the second, so I don't see any reason why I couldn't buff up our sneakiness, and we can head on in.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay. Everybody go ahead and give me stealth. This is huge. Your plate mail no longer gives you disadvantage on stealth checks when you upgrade it magically with glowstone.
That is huge.
To me, that would be ridiculous.
So,
if you still have
yeah.
this shitty, awful armor after 2 massive upgrades with magical components.
Natural
They keep
20.
stapling plates onto it. And that way-
I'm stealthier than Matthias. Let's go.
33.
34.
Oh my god.
Very good.
29.
Oh my god.
do we have pass without a trace or something?
Yes,
Is
we
that-
do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on here?
It's literally only
Yeah,
for you, basically.
Faith has
'cause-
a +9, has a +10 to her base stealth roll.
Wow.
So-
That's kind of nutty.
So I believe that's
everyone
a
has actually decent stealth except for Annifirth.
28 for Ashella and 38 for no
Holy
name.
shit. He's really good at that.
It's amazing when you don't have to breathe or make noises how quiet you can be.
Yeah.
What did you get in for?
25.
Okay, everybody's net 20. So,
I haven't done mine yet.
oh.
Well, I was deciding what I wanted to turn into.
Yes. Oh, and that's also another rule that we introduced with the revisions. Druids can wild shape as many times a day as they want into challenge rating 0 creatures that
Yep.
don't count against them, unless in combat. Combat is basically your combat wild shapes. It's
Right,
just it's the normal wild shapes, how many you can do per day, because it doesn't. It's in this world at this point, early game, it would be a problem if you can just keep basically wild shaping into something with like 6 health and just keep
Right.
getting knocked out of that and then back into 6 health on every turn with your bonus action for challenge rating 0
At
fox
this
or
point,
something.
you're just going to be giving stuff up, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So
24.
24.
Oh, I turned into a weasel.
Where's the weasel located? Who's it? Are you walking on the ground yourself as a little weasel, trailing behind everybody, or are you riding on somebody?
I'll ride on Anfirth.
Okay, you got it. On
He's a pretty foxy guy.
Oh, actually, speaking of that, with Anfirth here, Araxis talks to you.
Hey, this is getting some horrible vibes, my friend. So, here is one of my 5 favors. Don't die. You are not allowed to die. And no matter what, even at the cost of your friends, self-preservation is one of my 5 favors.
I think not dying's not so bad.
Agreed. And by the way, didn't really have a chance to stress this, but what the fuck is that? What is that thing you brought to last Star? That is concerning. I've seen a lot of things in my life, mainly weird and upsetting things. Nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Don't really know. I mean, he's a friend. We met him, and he's friendly, so no reason to be afraid of him, I think.
I'm not afraid. Afraid for you guys. I'll be watching.
Well, I don't think there's reason for me to be afraid. He's only been good to us.
And Araxis just fades out in your mind, somewhere around watching out. Okay, you guys enter in. You see around you now as you come inside this place all sorts of markings and glyphs, and right now No Name is letting you guys take the lead, and Ashella is walking in stride near the front of the group, but she is like in pace with whoever is the marching order lead. You guys are expertly moving around these dwarves that you look forward to. They look sickly, they look unwell, they got big long white beards as well, and you can see at this point, especially with how high your stealth is, because you don't really have to worry of like, really, oh, can I get a good look? You guys can easily get a good look. They're not picking up on you. They are not here doing the digging. You actually see one of them picking up a body that looks freshly bludgeoned to death and putting it over their shoulder and walking away towards one of the couple. It looks like there's doors that have been unearthed on the walls inside here. There's 3 in particular in this room. There's one at the very far end. So as soon as you walk in, we're going to use compass direction. So as you walk in, I'll now refer to this as... Do I want to do it opposite of my map? Yes, the way you're facing, so it's easier for yours, north. Straight ahead of you right now is going to be north from a top view to the far right. So it'd be your northeast is 1 door. And then to your immediate west, there's 2 doors that have been unearthed onto the walls. The walls themselves depict humanoid type of creatures, a variety of them. One's in clouds, one's in hills, one's in rocks, one's in flames, one's in the seas, and each of these seem to be pulling from them hammers, and each of them are being raised up toward an individual on top of a mountainside where this mural forms, as there is a massive forge in front of it, and it's holding 2 hammers, anvils, 2 hammers above a massive anvil in its hand with a massively long beard, but completely declothed. There's just actually we'll go Renaissance. Everyone's naked. I think it would actually fit in the artwork of these people. Everyone's naked. Some of them don't have genitals, but this one does. Not getting into the details of that, but it's art. And it's this like waves, almost like the tilling of fields, of the way these grooves, if you touch them, it is definitely raised. So is that embossing, or is embossing pushing down? I forgot the two types of whatever.
It could be embossing.
extrusions.
It could be a number of techniques.
Yeah. It's extruded instead of it's extruded. It feels extruded, but it was clearly marble when you cut away down. But you get that feeling. And it looks like it's these like tilled fields of waves going towards this centerpiece of clearly whatever this faith of religion was, with all these different types of beings that look of similar stature to the one that they are watching be at the center of the anvil.
Embossing is probably the most likely technique, in case
Embossing.
you were curious.
Okay, sure.
Which door is the one dwarf heading towards?
The
with
the farthest, I believe. Yes, definitely the farthest. Across, that would be the northeast.
Okay. So is it a north door or northeast door?
Northeast. Remember I said it was to the right?
Yes,
If you go
sorry.
straight and all the way to the right. No, you're good. You're going to clarify this because I have so many details now. It is like back and forth of how much do I give you versus like, because I don't like the idea of just handing you guys the map and then you can look ahead. Like you're going to look ahead at the map. So like, we're going to go with this for now. I don't have the dungeon fog rule 20 bullshit.
Via the telepathic bond,
Mhm.
should we follow that dwarf? It looks like they're moving towards something. Should we check one of these side rooms?
Can we see any? So the side rooms, they have doors. I assume they're closed.
Yes,
Or...
all three
Okay.
doors are closed. All
But the
three
rooms
have
are-
symbology of dwarven runes on them. But they all look like, you know, there's a way to open these simply enough where like the door opening mechanism instead of a door handle looks like you just take some stone, turn the stone, and that unleashes whatever stone slab basically is just locking it into place like a very simple lock. They don't have to go crazy with it because somebody needs to like punch and shatter stone to screw up that lock. So they don't have to be fancy with like lock key and stuff like that. There is 3 of them in this room. They're all currently closed, but unsure if they're locked or not from this vantage point. Some may be locked, some might not be locked. They all might be locked. That could be me. Who knows?
Are the runes legible from this distance, or?
Yes, decorative. They do not appear magic.
We can't see any lights or anything. I assume that the doors are pretty tight against the floor and the walls.
Yes, they are sealed tight against the floors and the wall.
Are the dwarves talking at all?
Yes.
Or
Does anybody speak
can I try
Dwarvish?
and- Hold on, I might actually.
Nope.
So fucking.
No, but
Oh.
I'm sure someone around here could figure it out, or
I always
either
take
Faith or
Elvish,
I.
'cause Reed hates dwarves. And I'm
I
like,
always
when are
take
we going
Elvish
into
too.
dwarves?
Yeah. I mean,
I have many languages, but they all have very specific reasoning, and Dwarvish is not on that list.
Let me see if they even speak Dwarvish. I'll be honest with you. I'm not even sure.
let's see if they speak. Oh no.
Yeah, okay, they do speak Dwarvish. So they're speaking Dwarvish, and something else is being intermixed in it as well.
Is it perhaps Undercommon?
It perhaps is.
I do understand Undercommon.
Okay, does anybody else understand Undercommon?
Nope. I suck.
No? Okay. So Matthias, you're hearing. That should be the last of them. We can bring them back to the incinerator and get rid of this one. Yeah. I'm gonna take one more sweep. Make sure there's no other individuals hiding around here. Sometimes they like to play dead, but I think this will be the last of it, and we'll be set. All right, sounds good. You guys, you gathering up all the tools? Yeah, I got the tools. All right, they don't want them breaking, so make sure you pick up all those tools, and we'll examine them to see what they found. Okay, all right. They're moving around. That's what you gather at the moment.
Just broadcasting the conversation over the telepathic bond.
You guys notice that No Name is completely enthralled by the walls at this moment, and not really paying attention to the rest of the place. Ashella is preparing a spell in her hand to blow him to high hell. but
I was
she
actually gonna
knows that-
ask No Name because he mentioned all the Titan stuff earlier before he went in. If he recognized anything about the walls, especially if he's like engrossed in them
He is
through
absolutely
the bond.
engrossed with
Through the
them.
bond.
He rolled a 28 on his history check.
Okay, what does he know? Give me your secrets.
Yep, you'll get it. Where did I put this? We're good. We're good. I got this. Just give me a second. I wrote it down. Which one did I write it down? Oh yeah. It's on this one. There we go. Okay, great. Cool. All right.
So I recognize it. This is beautiful. The marksmanship is incredible, and how could I not? We had many residents of Zuros for years in the sea above the stars. Zuros, colloquially, was named the All-Father. He was the god of the giants and of the forge before the Mountain Lord. He was probably no realm if his titan has been destroyed, but this is a titan of the giants. You can see on the walls storm giants, sea giants, hill giants, rock giants, fire giants, of many different races, and this is part of their birth. He's calling and forging them from stone, and calling to arms their craftsmanship. Each wields the hammers of creation, our own people, and passed down, said that he's a creator of dwarven kind and giant kind and others. That's not debated. I can at least understand why the ceilings are so goddamn tall.
All the ceilings are ludicrously tall inside this place. Ludicrously. Giant size, you might say. Luke, you're muted.
So,
if you're talking.
So, Matthias, you said that some of them were gonna go ahead to the next room, and one of them was gonna sit back. Is there any purpose of us trying to wait for them to leave and maybe try to get this guy and get a lay of the land, capture him, and question him?
we're gonna have to be quick. We don't have a ton of time to work with. It seems like they're wrapping things up.
Yeah, well, if that one guy is going to check around, maybe we could find a place where he's looking for hiding places and grab him before the others know.
It's a good idea. Let's tail him.
Okay. So one is wandering close towards the group. The one at the door unlocked the door at the far end. Or he's about to. He's on his way to that door. You guys still have time before he passes through. The other ones are all doing their normal NPC shit. The classic looking around, roaming the area as now the lights are up and the stealth things are on. And one guy is wandering away from the group right now. So you have a chance to grab one of the ones that is way away from the group. If that is what you still intend to do, if you want to try and do something.
Is he going to get out of line of sight of any of them? Is it obvious that
he's going to go behind one of the tents. He's going to cross over, so one of the tents that's set up will completely obscure view from his friends, but it'll, like, he's going to be able to see you guys. Like, where you guys are hiding, it's going to be, if you're going to try and jump him, it's a pretty open, so that's why he feels pretty fine as he's trying to look inside the tent right now to be like, is anybody hiding below the blankets or the boards, the temporary, like, trench boards they put down?
Can anybody quiet him before? I mean, I could jump him, but he might scream.
I will do a silence spell on the area.
Even better.
Thank you.
Oh, thank goodness you had that prepared. I felt so bad.
We'll creep up and get ready to grab him.
Okay, so
stranglehold him.
You got it. The silence spell goes off, and it is going to be an athletics and acrobatics contest for grappling.
That's not good.
You have D20 inspiration.
It's the first fucking roll of the
Yeah, I
day.
don't know if I wanna do
Do we really want to blow our cover in the first room of the dungeon? I don't
Well,
know.
It is still silence right now.
It is silenced. What did you roll?
11.
7. Remember
Oh,
who
nice.
the DM is? I rolled a natural 5. You got to remember who you're playing against, and this is a good sign for the night. You go in and just you see the skin itself feels blazing hot as you go and touch the individual.
Is it like it's hot to the touch, but I'm not like burning myself?
I'm saying no, but like it feels like it should be doing burning damage to you, but it's just on the cusp of not actually doing burning damage to
Yeah,
you.
if it's like terribly hot, I wrap my cloak around him.
Little dwarf
And then
size.
I'll communicate.
Oh, without sound.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
So you're just swinging, you're getting punches. There's like an axe being thrown in the air that goes awry, kicking around, shit's being knocked over everywhere. And there's just the shell is just sitting there.
And then I will communicate through the telepathic bond. I got him. I guess I didn't really think how are we gonna talk to him with the silence, but anybody got any ideas? Oh, we could write something maybe.
Maybe there's a way we could telepathically interrogate him or something like that. I don't know.
Can't telepathically talk to him.
Ganu, you can tell him, you can talk to him within it, and you can maybe say
Wait,
like,
but would he he might not understand me. Wait, he might know common.
Yanu is still on me, I assume.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
If we were gonna fight him, I was gonna start biting him as a weasel. So I was waiting for that.
How menacing is that? A dude just comes around a corner, frickin' mugs you, and then his pet ferret starts questioning you in your brain.
Would you rather that, or would you rather a rabid ferret start biting you?
That's the other option. So no matter what, there's no roll for damage. It's one point of damage for biting.
While they are figuring out, I kind of want to wander a little bit closer to one of the other doors.
Okay, you can. Still same stealth. I'm not going to keep making re-roll unless you do something substantial. Yep.
So once I get within about 30 feet of one of the other doors.
The closest door to you guys or the door closest to the sickly dwarves?
Probably the closest to us.
Okay.
And I'm trying to see if I can lure a couple of them away. What I want to try and do is use a minor illusion to make the sound of just like a metal ping on the other side of the door, like if something was thrown at it from the other side. Just a single one.
Okay. You can make that sound with your illusionary magic, so it's up to their perception to pick that up. Let's roll for the perception. Because you don't have to do a performance check to make it convincing like I make you do sometimes. I'm saying you nail it from the other side, making that sound with your magic, because I'm pretty sure that's what your magic
if
is.
they're investigating it, it's an investigation.
At the same moment, the exact moment you make that sound, one of those doofuses knocks over a whole bunch of shit. And glass goes everywhere, shatters. I said not to mess it up! Oh, gee, oh, goodness gracious. That's a 4 and a 7 on their perception checks. Oh. And they are currently cleaning up the broken archaeologist tools that they just knocked over and ruined most of.
I mean, they're distracted.
winces
You can
in
do what
pain.
you're gonna do.
They're distracted in the center of like this basically outcropping, like there's 3 or 4 tents that are surrounding what would have been like the fireplace type of area. Then there's like another outcropping of tents. That's where currently inside one tent, Anfirth and Ganu are dealing with the dwarfen silence. And then the rest of the group is at the very outer edge as No Name's looking up, Ashella's holding the spell, Matthias and Sho are observing. I'm going to try my best to continue to help with orientation and geography inside the dungeon. So stick with me through the long descriptions because it's going to be needed.
You're crushing it.
Alright, so I'm thinking we can ask yes or no questions. He can nod or shake his head. Doesn't need to speak.
That works for me.
What do we want to ask?
I guess. If there are no questions, well, we want to know where all these doors go to. So, don't really know. Anybody else? We're all talking.
Do we
Or,
want to ask?
Right,
if-
we do have a telepathic bond, right?
Yeah, like this is
Uh,
to everybody.
You could ask them who they are, what they're doing, if they're working for somebody, if there are more people here, where the doors lead.
Maybe
hang
this
on,
is
hang on.
yes or
Do we-
yes
do
or
we
no
need to
questions,
Yes or no
Matthias.
questions, yeah.
Do they need to be
Um,
yes or no questions? You
Well,
have
we're
a-
in silence right now.
He's gonna
Well,
use
yeah, but he can
telepathy.
respond
I
telepathically,
I
can't he?
can telepathically ask.
Oh,
He has
okay.
to
My bad.
respond
I
with his mouth.
misunderstood.
Yeah, no.
You could ask you could ask individually which door will lead us further into the caverns.
What if they all do?
You could ask if any high-profile prisoners have recently been brought back
That's
here.
good. I was thinking to ask about like Ashen. Possibly.
You could go through all three doors and say, does this door lead to the prisoners? Does this door lead?
I like that. Okay. I'm going to crawl down onto him and go onto his chest and put my like little paws on his chin. And be like, all right, listen here, bud. Yeah. Listen here. Were there any nod for yes, shake your head for no? Yep. Were there any important prisoners coming through here recently?
He's trying to talk in silence, but can't. Obviously. You assume he's cursing at you in some language you don't understand.
Now, you better answer, or my friend here is going to get very upset, and we'll go find someone else who will answer us.
Make an intimidation check. But as you do that, you see him go, trying to bite you.
I bite his nose. Just 1 point.
Reed, why are you so zoomed in?
Did
We're
you not
in
get the joke?
scene. We're
He's
in the scene.
He's the dwarf and the dragon.
Okay, great.
You don't have to wait for too long.
Yeah. I came back and I was like, what in the world?
Weasel.
He described so well the scene that I'm like, I can do this.
I heard this scene,
because
but
that's
I
how
was
in my
just
brain.
like,
I was like literally like back legs on his chest, front legs on his like chin, like looking at him like, all right, listen here. So I rolled really
How terrifying.
high. So, since I'm using Anfirth as the intimidation, should we both roll, or what's the deal?
No.
Okay.
Reed doesn't want me to roll intimidation.
That's fine. I rolled really high, so I think we're good. It's -1, I think. Wait, where is it? Okay, 18. Not high enough.
Did you tell him to nod his head?
I did, yeah.
Per your spell, do they magically understand you?
I don't
Automatically?
believe so. It's not a spell, it's an ability.
Yeah, your ability. Verify
I
that.
believe they have to have matching languages at some way. In
As
some
long
way.
as you share a language,
You do not
I can
share a
speak
language.
telepathically with them.
Oh, so then they probably wouldn't have worked, period. You do not share language.
No.
If you don't speak Dwarven or Undercommon.
So you wouldn't even get the
He-
connection.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
they wouldn't
doesn't.
get it at
So
all.
there you are.
Well, that I did, yeah.
Still,
I
he's
was
still yelling
scared.
at you and biting you.
That's fair.
But that
All right,
is
cool.
then good information for you to know. They do not speak Common.
So, because that's a question I had earlier.
Yes,
So,
you can let.
I'm getting the feeling that he does not understand any language that I speak. Wait, so if he only speaks those two, then
Yep.
we're done.
That's
Okay.
all he speaks. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I was gonna list mine off, but yeah.
Nope. That's it.
Yeah.
So what do we do with him then?
Hmm. I mean, we can't let him warn anybody. We can either like tie him up, knock him out, or take him out.
I'll just knock him out for now, and I punch him in the face.
Roll a d20, add your strength modifier, and I will set a DC for the ability to knock this son of a bitch out.
17.
Yeah. He's taken a lot of punches in his day, but this is good enough. Wham! Brain damage to the ground. It was the weasel point of damage that pushed you over the edge.
That point, that one point.
And then I'll just grab like the back collar of his shirt or his armor or whatever he's wearing and just kind of drag him towards the rest of the group.
Yeah, none of them are wearing armor. They're all in like
Okay.
shitty torn up clothes and what miner's clothes, which you would expect.
Yeah.
And drag him back towards the group.
Nice flex, buddy.
Thanks. But for the rest of you, he doesn't seem to want to communicate with Ganu, or can't, maybe.
I'm getting the feeling that he cannot. I have to share language, and there's a good chance we don't.
They're here cleaning up bodies of people that are.
At this time, the
digging
other one has
entrance.
walked through the door at this point at the far end, and then the door is closed behind him, and it appears to have relocked as he's gone through to the other side.
How many are currently in the room?
You now have 3 around the fireplace, 1 has left, and 1 in front of your feet. There was 6 total, I thought I said, when you walked in.
All right, real quick, I would like to try and get an understanding of how I would unlock these doors if I tried.
Okay. Make a insight check.
$17.
It's pretty obvious that these doors are just a simple turn. Think about like the Inquisitor's lightsabers, and how's the circle with just a handle. Just that shit. That's all this really is. Just stonework.
Yep. It's just a deadbolt.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, we don't have to wait around for these guys. We can just go in any one of these doors we want. You just point me in the direction and I'll get us through.
Okay.
So
Alright.
what should we do with this one then?
Item.
Hey,
There's a
where?
tent over there. You could put them. I mean, if we work fast enough, maybe we'll be in and out before they realize he's gone.
You want him to disappear?
I mean, you don't have to kill him.
Disappear. Not kill.
Okay.
Everybody make a perception check.
22.
60.
Perception.
You muted, Justin?
18.
26.
There we go. 26?
Mine was 13. So.
13. Okay. So, little bit, Matthias sees this, but Gano, you're the one that sees, like, No Name goes down, picks up the body, and there's almost like this smoke emanating off No Name, but it's very subtle and it just looks like shadows, maybe a little bit exaggerated shadows. And then he takes but a few steps as you follow the sight line, and then the body disappears. And then he reappears, like walking back from where you guys just came from the outside. A few moments later, he is dropped the body off outside somewhere, Ganu. You are certain of that. He has hid it, but was able to travel quite a distance quite quickly through extremely mysterious means.
Well, that
Alright.
works.
So,
that takes care of that.
should we follow through that northeast door? Maybe That's the direction we're going.
I think he said that's where the incinerator is.
Wait. Before we go any further. Hey, no name.
Yes?
So I've been doing a lot of thinking about what to call you.
Oh,
Really?
And I thought, if we're going to be doing this, like, it would be nice to have something.
no.
I was thinking, like, Otto would be a pretty cool name, if that feels right to you.
For now, why not? Yeah,
Cool. All right. You
make
are
things easy.
Otto for the time being. Cool. All right, now we do.
More like automatic, am I right, Artifice Man? Tink tink.
Yeah, I guess it does.
All right.
The robot voice really got that. Oh man, that was good.
All right, I'm going to unlock the northeast door and
How?
try
Remember that there's
and-
3 guys still in the center camp there. The northeast is the furthest one.
Okay.
So you guys either gotta stealth
Are there
past them.
things to hide? Yeah, are there
Hi-
things to
yeah.
hide behind?
There are things to hide behind to a point, but once you get to the wall, that was clearly unearthed completely. There's nothing to hide behind because it's just the mural of the Zurin? Whatever I said his name is, I don't have it. The
Zuros.
Zuros, thank you. The god. The giant god.
I mean, there's only 3 of them. We could try to knock them out like we did the other one.
Yeah, let's just surprise him. Get him knocked out.
Okay. Everybody give me stealth check.
Alright.
Who's gonna do the knocking out? And then tell me how you want to knock them out.
Me. 29 stealth.
Oh no, I rolled really low. I got 28.
Get on my level, nerd.
Gomel. 2. I got 2. Ganu, are you undoing this?
Stealth?
Yeah, I saw Faith. I thought Faith was doing something, but then you just sort
I
of.
was thinking about it. Then I was like, what am I gonna do? Just shoot him with a bunch of Eldritch blasts?
Yeah, that's exactly why I was like, I'm really interested to see how you're gonna do this, Faith. I am all eyes, all ears.
I'm still chilling on Anfer, so I'm going with him.
Oh yeah, you're a weasel. All right, so what are we gonna do about this?
Stealth?
I guess Otto will help you, fuckers. At your benefit. All right, so yes. So what's your stealth?
Is that pass without a trace?
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
I mean, are we still trying to not kill these guys, or can we just kill them?
Jesus.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, so
yeah, 26.
all 3 of you stealthily get up behind them all at this point. Otto is waiting for your go to do whatever. He is a small child to be molded. He's the video game character that will do as you do. Murder, and the karma system will be affected. I don't know, not necessarily. So he's just waiting there with his creepy jink attack.
I'm gonna take the flat side of my sword and
Mhm.
smack him on the temple as hard as I can.
Roll a d20, add your dexterity modifier, because that's
Yeah,
what you
suplex
use for your
this guy.
finesse. You can do your strength, do the same thing you just did with your strength.
How many are there?
What's that?
Just
21.
3, just 3.
There's 3?
Yeah.
9.
Okay, and they're hitting
But you're
2
still
of them.
Weasel, yeah, so all 3 of them are covered.
Yeah, that's true.
So what did you got?
But-
What were they?
Mine was 9.
9.
I got
Nice.
a 21.
I can
Okay.
revert form with a bonus action and then smack them with an eye action.
Okay. Well, so when you all guys go at the same time, Anfirth lifts him up, and you're like, "Oh, really hot, really hot." You don't get a good grip on him to do a full good suplex. Matthias, you expertly crack, and you can literally feel fracturing in the skull as he goes down to the ground. Just he's not dead. He's just broken skull happens.
Just internal bleeding in his brain,
Well, it doesn't have to be quite that extreme.
He's not dead Yeah.
He's the Batman unconscious.
And this
Sleeping.
You're all sleeping. Alfred said they all. I
Look
just
at
put.
that poor guy. He's all tuckered out.
It's one of the best lines ever in college humor history. One of the best lines ever. And Otto, this giant, monstrous, mechanical creature, just with its razor blade-like fingers on each side, actually just with one hand, with two of his appendices, just sinks them into the skin and out real quick, and thing just goes down unconscious. As Otto's like,
Is there like a nerve cluster there or something?
Same pressure point says the living kind. Unfortunately, I've had to do quite a few autopsies of both.
Good to know.
as he's saying that, though, panic is happening. Though it's only one of them left. Is he immediately like he's holding on like to a hammer as he's going through the air, and is immediately gonna try and bash Anford, with which you know is gonna be a fucking joke. While at the same time, Yanu, you are wild shaping out of your form to go yours.
I jump off of Anfirth and in midair turn into my person.
Yeah.
Okay, so you turn to your person. I want a D20 plus your strength modifier to try and knock him out. He to you is going to do a 25 to hit.
No.
I rolled high, and I know it's not going to be enough. Yep. As he just tings off the new shield, and you're like, money well spent. Like you do the suplex thing, and he just instinctively tries to slam the hammer on you, and just like, boom, shield. Guarding yourself. What do you got, Gianna?
So you said
A strength,
roll plus
strength, yeah. So a D20 plus your strength modifier to try and knock him
13.
out. 13. The DC's lowered since we already are in the process. We've already had one person in the process of laying this guy out. So with this, you're able to pass, and you just curb stop probably just a.
Jeez.
Got him.
When they do that, I'm gonna look at the area in a 15-foot cube around them. I'm gonna create a silent image that just looks like the three dwarves standing there, like one's looking at something, one's on the ground, like pushing at. It looks like he's like reaching, because it's a static image. It looks like he's reaching for tools on the ground, and then one just like looking at the fire, cross-legged.
Okay.
And that'll linger for 10 minutes.
Perfect. Sounds good. All right. The room is officially cleared. Congratulations.
All right.
The first room and the first encounter is done.
We did it. Fantastic.
We did.
Let's try and open the door now.
All right. The one at the furthest area that you watch the we'll call them now by their names, as getting this close and personal with them. Both Otto and Ashella are able to identify and explain to you that these are Druigar. Duergar. These are corrupted, forsaken dwarves. My lore's not as miserable as the actual lore. I am not as
They're not
shitty.
just slavers?
Well, not even that. Not even that they're just slavers, but they were just normal dwarves, and then their god forsake them. And then they got stuck in the Underdark for eternity, and then they had to, through their own volition, get out. And then their god was like, you're gross and corrupted now. You can't be part of my world. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure the Dwarven God's a piece of shit. He's the one that... Well, I'm break. I'll read you it. It's along those lines. It's not as cut and dry as that, but it was very feel like they didn't do anything wrong to be turned into monsters here. I'm kind of on their side. They're not that unreasonable. Okay, so we come up to that door. It is indeed locked at the moment. How would you guys like to unlock the door?
Yes.
Go ahead and try and make a tool. Whoa, what the unlock check? What the fuck is that? Tool tinker.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Yes, but isn't there another name for that?
No, there's a lock. I mean,
Isn't there a
using
specific
lock
name?
It's functionally the same thing. It's a thieves' tools check, but it's
Yes.
still my expertise. Plus
Yes.
Proficient or
Yes.
expertise plus my dex or whatever.
Yeah.
the
Yes,
frick
I
it
know
is.
it's a sleight of hand check, but I always thought like
But also-
unlocking doors with rogues had a specific
It's a
terminology,
tool, it's a
like check
tool
for
thing
traps.
check. Like if somebody does not have proficiency with sleight of hand
Mhm.
or with thieves tools, but does with sleight of hand, you're doing a dex check plus proficiency if you in that case without proficiency because you don't have the proficiency. It's
Mhm.
like it's one of the primary checks, and then you add proficiency or expertise if you have it.
Yes. It's functionally the same thing as a sleight of hand
It's
check for me.
yeah. It's
For me,
usually
specifically because of
either
the
a
choices that I've
dexterity or intelligence based check.
So go ahead and give me that check.
33. I rolled
He's-
a nat 20.
These are simple old locks from an old age.
I just
And are you joking? Like, yeah, but like it won't move. It won't go right now. It's stuck. It's locked. And you're like, okay, let's see how this works. It looks like something's stopping it from turning. Well, what if I just I push this here and I push that there and now it turns freely. It's unlocked. Okay. And you are able to unlock this this ancient dwarven giant door into a
beautiful
hallway.
craftsmen, bad locksmiths.
Why would
Why need locks when you can you're giants? You can just destroy intruders with your frame.
I could set back up on my thing so I can just press buttons? Instead of scrolling through all the voices now, since the voices are getting so good. I need to, as you enter the hallway, it is just as well, it's dimly lit, but most of you, that doesn't matter, because most of you have dark vision or some shit. Or one of you. Maybe it's the other group that has all the dark vision.
I think it's just Annifirth.
Just Anfirth? Okay. So Anfirth, it looks like the hallway continues with more dressings on here, and it's showing like another age of giants coming into their own, of finding places within Zenya and making it native to their lands. But it's a corridor that splits two ways. One to your right, one to your left. Which way do you guys want to go?
The
Went
left.
through northeast. Yeah, left sounds good.
Left.
Possibility we'll bump into the chambers that the other doors opened up into.
Oh! Oh, okay. This is gonna be cool. Anyway, as you guys begin to go down the chambers, as you're passing the walls and seeing all the architecture, it begins to get really, really humid in here. And you begin to hear almost like moist, wet, pulsating sounds in here. That's extremely uncomfortable. And then as you get in here, who's got dark vision? Anfirth, you're the only one that's going to make a roll. The
Yep.
NPCs aren't going to help you. You got dark
20 on perception.
you see all sorts of like nests and eggs stuck into the walls and around certain areas. You even see this black looking creature with all like primantis like arms for both arms and legs crawling across the side of the wall, but it's got this like big hooked fangs on up here, tusks almost. As you see at least one that is probably the size of like a husky, just going down the wall.
There's some kind of giant insect in here and some kind of breeding ground. Do we want to turn around, try the other way?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
That sounds like a good idea.
Everybody back up.
You used the words breeding ground, and that's what got me.
Well, darn. Well, as you guys leave, you can still hear the pitter patter of as you go back the other way.
Anyone get a fireball?
All right, down that way. Let's see.
So I'm gonna turn into a bat that has blind sight for 60 feet.
Cool.
You're a genius, Ryan.
As you go down the other hallway, Anfirth, another perception check for me. As you're leading the group. What'd you say?
Do I
I'm
get
sorry?
one now?
And again, yes, sure.
23.
You got it?
Didn't roll that great. Perception.
Mm-hmm.
12.
12. Okay. So still the two of you. You actually, Ganu, you picking up on the voices that are echoing and reverberating off the walls here. That this is probably the way that the Drugar, is that how you say them, by the way?
Duragar.
Druagar. Okay.
Duragar, right?
Duragar?
Duragar.
Isn't that DU?
The R's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Duragar.
I want to put an R there, but that's not.
Rogger.
Yeah.
Wait.
Dragars.
Mhm.
Yeah, you draw. Yeah.
Draugrs training. But Anfirth, you're able to see the drag marks, or rather, previous drag marks that have been shittily cleaned up, and then blood drippings from the current one that was over the back of an individual that was walking away. So you guys come up, and you come up to an opening that looks like it used to be one of those dwarven doors that has just been smashed in, and it's crumbled down at this point. And inside here, you see what looks to be a hub area. There's an incinerator in the middle that looks to be almost like what once was a forge, but has been thrown away, and it's just being used purely as an incinerator, the way almost like a pizza oven. Oh god, it's horrible. I'm sorry, I don't like this at all. Fuck. And that is where you would normally put stuff to flash fire it in here. They've opened it up though to make it more just like a pit, and they're just sort of throwing them in to melt them in as a pit. In the back walls, you can perceive cages, and you can see multitudes of people, all in torn, shitty, ripped up clothing. With your perception check, a lot of them have the colors of Dawncall on them. And these are imprisoned. I'd say there's like 6 or 7 in one cage in the back, 6 and 7 on the other cage on the opposite side of this room. All their stuff is like all thrown together on a pile, Hunger Games style, like cornucopia, but they just gathered all their materials, took everything off them, and threw that in the pile. And there is 3 or 4 other Duragars in here, 4. And one more cloaked figure stands within the room, much taller than the rest of the Duragars. Yes.
Is he standing around like the incinerator location?
One would be one each in front of each cage, watching them. One is helping the other with the incinerator, and the individual in the cloak is looking at one of the walls to the side that has a sketchings that resemble that of what clearly you can piece together, Anfirth, even with your intelligence. Storm giants, and it's taking interest in looking at the storm giants' writing and glyphings on the wall.
I will convey that to everyone.
Okay.
I mean, do we want to try to go stealthy again, or do we just want to try to go in there and take them out? There's no good like hiding places in here, it looks like, right? It's just like the
It's
incinerator
pretty
and the cage.
open, like to the sides. I'll even give you like maybe some weapon racks to the sides inside here, where the armory previously was for the giants. But everything looks empty and like searched. Like probably the archaeologists that were here probably lifted a lot of stuff from this area before whatever the fuck happened here.
So I will say there doesn't really appear to be good hiding places. So I think if we go in there, we're gonna have to do something quick, easy. I don't know if they. I can't see the prisoners, right?
Not really in detail. You can just see that they're various humanoid elven individuals And some of
Don't know
them
who
have
they
colors
have.
of dawn call.
I don't know who they have there, but I don't know what they're doing with them, or if they'll kill them on sight. If since we come up, maybe they don't want their prisoners.
I mean,
It would be best to surprise them at least.
maybe just go in fast and hard. That taller one is the one that concerns me more, I think. Because
How far away is he from us?
Let me count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35 feet to the left in the room. When you come into the room, he's to the left side, observing the wall.
All right.
Well-
do we want to just take him out?
I think maybe, yeah. I can go after the other guy, the taller guy, if we want.
I think we all just focus on him, blast him, and then turn our attention to the others and try and get these people out of here.
It works.
All right. Everybody get into position.
All right. Surprise round.
I'm going to use a bonus action before the actual round and hold the amulet and invoke my frost rune. For 10 minutes. I have some bonuses to strength and con.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna hide.
Okay.
I'll slip with my slender frame, kind of a parallel to one of the weapon racks, and get my crossbow at the ready.
I'm gonna prep an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Once things start, I'm gonna drop that on the tall guy.
Okay.
I am going to. So I use my thing that's not actually the surprise round. It lasts for 10 minutes, so I use it before we're actually preparing. I'm going to prepare to use Misty Step and grapple the tall guy as I Misty Step towards him.
How many enemies did you say there were?
5 total. There is 4 Duragars and 1 cloaked individual.
How many cages are there?
What's that?
3 cages?
2 cages. 2 cages at the
2
back
cages,
walls of the area. They're split. It's like almost like triangle corners, think, in a square room where they just come across the side into the very back. They look makeshift. They were originally here. These were not the intended purpose of this room. It clearly used to be some sort of forge and masonry crafting type of room, not jail cells, not a prison.
I'm gonna Blade Song as a bonus action and prep a Steel Wind Strike depending on what happens.
Okay.
Are they all close together?
No. The ones by the cages, so then you'll have each one at a diagonal from you in a different direction. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet away at the back corners of a room. Think the room's a square box in a sense, but then start putting the cages cut off the back of this room, the corners of it, because they are triangles, basically, the bottom sides of triangles. The other guy was, what I say, 30 feet, 35 feet, or 25 feet away?
35.
How many? 35 feet
35.
Towards the wall diagonally in the middle of the room. But he's like pushed off to the side for the extra distance. But the ones at the forge are 5, 10, 15 feet away from you guys, that are piling this body and trying to shove it down into the fire pit.
Okay. How many creatures / enemies are within 30 feet of each other?
All of them.
Except all of them? Yeah. Oh, great. Okay, that's all I need. Thanks.
I was looking for
He's
20,
lining up the collateral.
20
Yep,
feet.
I'm lining up the collat.
and an orb, right? Yeah, and an orb for 30. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to get Entangle ready and try to get as many of them trapped in that as I can.
Okay. Everybody readies themselves, prepares their moment to strike. And we're going to take a break. It's 8:30.
That's fine.
We start recording. There we go. Okay, so last we left, all of you were about to make an attack. I would like everyone to roll all their attack damage and everything first.
I rolled
Oh.
a 21 to hit. Does that hit?
Everyone tell me the stuff first. And who's hitting and
21.
what we're going for. What's that?
21 to hit with
Okay.
Vigilus.
Okay. And you're attacking the cloaked individual.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm attacking all of them. Do you want me to do individual rolls?
Is it? Do they have to do saves, or do you got to do?
It's an attack roll
attack
on the
roll.
spell.
Yeah. So then do that. I would say, yeah. Roll all 5 because that
Okay.
that makes
That's
the most
fine.
sense for you.
I already did that. I was just curious.
Luke, go ahead and make your attack against the hooded figure.
I was grappling.
Oh, you're trying to grapple them. So you're gonna sprint in and try and grapple them. Okay.
Well, I missy stepped, so I'm next
Gotcha.
to him.
You got it. Faith and Ganu, what are you doing?
Great. 13.
Eldritch Blasts.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
So I
Oh,
started
actually,
blast.
I do have 2 attacks because I am a fighter, so
Yeah.
I can do it again.
Do it if you want. Bucko.
Much better.
Yeah, much better.
Way better.
That's
I
plus
play-
2 as well, so 27.
I do play that in our set, but I only play her to cheat out planeswalkers and other crap that shit. I don't.
Most people
do
who do it so they just get extra turns and win the
Yep.
game in like 3 turns usually.
I hate that. I will not. I do not
Oh.
do that.
My 2 bolts.
Yep.
The first one is a natural 20,
That hits.
and the second one is a 15
Okay.
on the tall guy.
In no particular order of hits.
You should really give me a particular order.
Okay, on the tall guy 28,
Okay.
and on the cloaked figure 27. The
Cloak
rest
figure
are
is the tall guy.
Hey,
One
okay,
same.
great. Okay, then 28. The rest are in no particular order: 15, 16, 12, and 27.
Okay, that's what I was caring about.
Yeah.
One is different than the other.
Yeah. The one I was like the highest number on the one. The rest, like, do what you want.
Yep. Okay. And what's the damage for that show?
60, 10 force damage on all of them. So let me roll.
You should roll.
26, 38, 36. It stopped. It derped out. 28. 45 on the big guy. 45 on the big one.
Interesting.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a powerful spell.
I need saving throws done.
It's a disgusting.
You need saving
spell.
throws, okay? So what
Yeah.
type of saving throws and who are you doing them against?
Whatever is the largest cluster I can get in a 20-foot square.
Oh, that would be all the guys because this was happening simultaneously before shows
Yeah.
information. So
Yep.
before
Sure.
And how many? 20 foot?
20-foot square.
Yeah, you can get all the Duragars.
Sweet.
Duragar.
Yeah, so I'll hit all those guys with an entangle. They have to do a strength, I believe it was.
Yeah, how does an 8, an 8, and a 14 and a 14 look to you?
They're all restrained.
They will be. Yes. Okay. Okay. So this is all occurring
Would you like a
simultaneously.
description of what happens?
Do you want my damage?
In a moment.
Okay.
It's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
So,
Oh no.
so
Oh no.
as this happens,
Oh,
almost instantly, you guys obliterate the Duragar. The Duragar in the room, vines come out of the ground, grip into them, and they're just like, what? And then shows thing. How did your spell? Describe your spell to me.
So basically, you see Sho flourish his Kusarigama in like a twirl around him, and he just fucking vanishes, and you just see it's like a blur of wind and you just see the Durgar fall one by one. It's like a rush goes past one, and you just see like all sorts of slashing and bludgeoned craziness. Like clearly attacked by Show, but it's like, what the fuck just happened? And you see one fall over, and then you see another one fall over.
It's kind of like the chain assassinate in Shadow of War.
Yeah.
Oh,
where like time is slowed down and you like go assassinate. Assassinate.
it's very cool.
Yep.
And then
describe it. It's fucking amazingly cool. All right, just trust me, bro. It's cool and awesome, and you all want to be my friend.
So all the Durgar drop, and then you see me unleash the final damage on the hooded figure.
Yep.
And then I teleport 5 feet away from him.
Yep.
Like preferably behind him.
Okay.
That's where you see me reappear at the end.
Yeah, at the very end. So as that's happening, and then there's the instant Misty Step over and attempt to grapple. How strong was your last roll there?
27.
27. Sure. Yeah. So what happens in that moment too? So then, Matthias, yours was
21 to hit.
21 to hit. All right. And what were you hitting him with?
Crossbow bolt.
Crossbow bolt. So you shoot the crossbow bolt off. The fire bolts go off. And the individual up against the wall immediately just grabbing behind with Anfirth, and then Sho just like hitting all these attacks at once, blast the cloak off the individual. The natural 20 hits. The 21 does not hit. The secondary attack doesn't hit, but roll damage on it. As Anfirth, as you grab underneath, you feel the cold plating of the black scaled armor individual in front of you that you've never seen before.
Described, but never
yes.
seen.
I need Sho and
Achella.
Nope.
Matthias.
Yes, to give me wisdom saving throws.
Is this frightened?
No, this is not frightened.
I'm asking for advantage sake. 12.
I'm gonna use that inspiration, right?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Up to you. You don't have to if you don't want to.
20.
I'm scared. I don't know.
Okay.
Very large.
Okay.
Hold on. 28.
Okay, so you save, both of you. You take half of 20 psychic damage.
I have resistance to psychic damage.
You take half of that, baby.
Heyo.
Wait a minute.
But is
there
it
more?
the psychic that you use as a reaction once per day? Make sure.
No.
No, the reaction is
different thing.
immunity.
There we go.
Wait, can I negate this even further? No. Damn it. Not yet. Hey, that's pretty good. Next, Dark Souls.
Oh, pretty strong, are you? It's about time I found somebody of interest and intrigue.
Wow, I hated that.
Yeah.
Anfirth, I need you to give me a I got double check. It is a not that one. It's that one. Constitution saving throw.
9.
9. That's a fail. Puts this, the individual looks like almost in this Daedric armor towards you with all that plating. This is clearly the individual that has been described in Nightmares, which you guys already some fucking serious damage. Let's take a second there. But he takes the gauntlet up, even though you have him completely restrained right now, and he just points a finger right at your face, and green light shoots from that right into yours. Obviously, it's not easy enough to dodge. You're not expecting this. What the? This is just some schmuck in a cave. You like see your life flash before your eyes and almost feel like you fall into your bed. Back home, you can hear the seas of the world, the calls of your parents, as all of a sudden the green light goes through Anfert's head and just like a little beam. But there's no exit wound. It's not like he just got lobotomized. That's not what happened. You're going to take 78 plus 30 necrotic damage from Finger of Death.
I am unconscious.
Are you certain?
78 plus 30?
78.
Oh, okay. You
Yep.
see that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard 78.
I
too at
know,
first,
I
but I was like,
figured-
no,
That's a
surely he
lot.
means 7 dice.
I do.
Okay.
I do mean that because that is how D&D works.
Yeah.
So let me get that up real quick. Hunter, how do you like back-to-back sessions with this guy?
It's better with
Kill
us,
him.
isn't it?
Let's fucking kill him so you don't have to deal with him again.
Where are we? So this was what I just say it
This
was.
is a different crew. So
It sure is.
and we've got 2 very powerful allies with
You
us.
sure do.
And we got big brains.
So I feel like we've got somewhat better chances.
I think you do too.
We got big brains too.
60 total. It's 30 dice and 30 necrotic. So
Yeah,
16 necrotic total was it. You just get blasted in your face. And Show, he's going to reach out and try to stab you in the gut with his claw, with his gauntlet, his
I refuse.
Just an
finger.
FYI, I do have damage that has not been applied yet.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me what that damage is to.
So for my nat 20,
Yes, you need
That
that first. That goes
is-
through. The other one's getting reflected, as you're so familiar with.
yes. 16 force damage and 8 poison damage
Okay.
from one of the bolts that lands.
You got it. Let me get this up just in case you guys fucking do well.
Yeah, we're gonna do well.
Say those again.
We're gonna kill him. We're gonna kill him right here.
16 force,
Mhm.
8 poison from the nat 20.
Okay. Show yours was like 48. Was
It
it?
was 48.
Yeah, definitely. That was it, right,
Mhm.
Joe? Right, Joe?
I can find it. It's 45.
Yeah, it was 45.
That 3 damage is gonna be all the difference, man. I was trying to stick up for you.
I am trying to be an honest gamer. I'm sorry.
It will be all the difference in this fight.
Okay.
Kill this
Um,
bitch.
Hunter knows what's going on.
I knows.
I know it's bad.
Oh, and so those hit, and then the stab comes out towards you. So let's see.
Did you not?
I might not, especially with your blade song. That would be 20 to hit.
20 to hit?
Yeah.
Yes, baby.
You see this glow off the fingers, this purple essence coming out, something that reminds all of you that witnessed the cat of the same eye that you once saw from back in the Altar of
Whoa.
Shadows castle.
Can I
You
describe how I block it?
specifically. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna wrap the claw around the chains on the Kusarigama. And
Yeah.
just like pull it away.
Yep. Goes over to the side as he gets to like lean in a little bit as Anferth loses the grip on the one arm for just a second during this battle when he gets his face nearly blown off and he reaches out towards you and then you have him back to restrained again over to the side. You can hear a delight in the voice and you can begin to see a purple glow in the eyes drifting up from the helmet.
Why's purple always gotta be the bad guy color?
Doesn't always
Not
gotta be
always.
the bad
It's
guy.
not always.
And it wasn't necessarily. There's some good purple guys. Literally,
Yeah,
Sun
there are
Troll's
good
on your
purple
side, man.
Hunter's a good guy.
Yeah, the only one.
How dare
Only
you?
one we
The
got.
only one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Aaron changed colors, my guy. He's different
Harry was
colors
never
now.
helping. Harry never helped us once.
Harry was the BBG all along.
Everything he did,
He's
even though it
close.
wasn't intentionally hurting us, was always hurting us.
Aaron changed colors. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Otto steps into the room, unlike the rest of you who have been really intelligent, which has been very frustrating for me, and immediately triggers the trap that is set there, and he gets put into a cage, and Otto's like...
Well, at least it was him.
Ashella joins the combat.
Let's go.
As Ashella joins the combat, the rage within her overtakes, and as she basically Misty steps in front of the creature as well, one of the many kidnappers of her mother, what you individuals have seen before, Matthias and Show, you have seen him before. Faith has not. She reaches out and grabs him, and the two of them teleport away.
Oh.
And we will continue.
I feel like this is a dumb idea, Shella. I would have enjoyed being consulted.
Telepathically,
We had him on the ropes.
telepathically reach out to Ashella and Otto, see what happens.
Sure.
Otto's still there. He's just in
Yeah.
Otto's in a cage.
Oh, I just want to make sure he's okay. I don't know.
I like funny enough, Otto, you just literally see the cage fall on him, and even though it's a magic cage, because he has magical weapons and shit, he just goes like and just cuts the cage. Just totally seamlessly. Just wait, let me get a little
That's hilarious.
That was inconvenient. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Late to the party.
He's OP.
I love him.
He really was not meant for this dungeon, let me fucking tell you. But Ashella communicates back to you that she has taken him to a plane of existence that has herself specifically meant to neutralize and murder these individuals. And she is going to beat it into oblivion.
Can
Hopefully.
we help?
No, because Reed is trying to get her out of the fucking dungeon crawl. That's why this is so early in the goddamn dungeon crawl right now. She will be temporarily unavailable. But since you guys did what you did already, you have already swayed this brutally in her favor. So this is a good sign for the crew.
Yay, go us. All right, well.
So you're back to the room.
There are people in cages.
There are.
I'm gonna work on unlocking them.
Yes, go ahead and do this.
Follow behind
unlocking.
Otto so I don't trigger a new trap if there's a different trap.
Otto
Only a
looking
22.
around. 22, you easily are able to unlock it. It's a simple lock. Otto sees you unlocking that side, and he just sort of cuts through the bars a little with his hand, and then just removes the bars and opens a new door for everybody.
Man, Otto's the best.
He's
not allowed to leave.
I'd like to try and talk to one of the individuals that has attire from Doncall, right?
Yes. The individual comes up, and she is an elf from Doncall. I would say half elf, and the leader of the expedition. The other people are filing out, and she goes to you, Matthias, and grabs your hand, and is just like, "Thank you so much for saving us. Who are you? I'm Trish. I am the leader of this this archaeological expedition. Trish of House Caspian."
Trish of House Caspian. Well, I'm Matthias, and this is our Wayward crew. What happened?
Well, we came here to excavate on the site. This was found but a few months ago. There was rumors of creatures and monsters appearing in the mountains, and with all the nightmares going on in Dawncall, we were wondering if there was a connection. So when Dawn Guard sent their soldiers in to investigate, they found a Titan ruin. So then they enlisted us, and we came with our Dawncall soldiers and knights, and we started excavating, clearing out the area. And then after about a month or two of excavation, these creatures showed up, and they began just they murdered our guards. They fought us, imprisoned us, and we've been stuck here for quite some time. A few weeks.
Are you
now,
talking
probably, at
about
this
the Duergar, the dwarven individuals?
No, they came after. Those we were dealing with them. Those were the protectors of this fallen titan, from what we could gather. And some of them mildly reasonable, but most corrupted and insane since their god has fallen. But no, that Plated individual one, the one that was torturing us one at a time, that was controlling them. Once that thing showed up, they started acting completely different.
Where are we located exactly?
Oh, we're in the mountains of Dawncaw. Here. And she shows you not only a map, but also, wait. So you are currently literally on the map. You could have spoiled things early. It's been on there since the beginning. Titan Ruin to the east of Dawn's Past, below the faraway heights, to the southwest of Cavemere. I love that name. Cavemere. You are in that Titan Ruin.
Oh, the one that's in the center of the mountain range?
Yep.
North of Myth Gulch?
Yep. That is where the crew currently is. You are not in the middle of the sea at the Valor Titan Ruin. That is optional content.
Hey. I mean, we followed here because whatever that, and I kind of gesture where the armored individual and Ashella just were.
Mhm.
Whoever that was, they've abducted some pretty prolific people from around the world, including some of the most powerful mages out of Lastar, and we followed from there.
I saw some. I absolutely saw some get carried through. That they weren't allowed in such cages like these that we couldn't get out of. Cool. I'm so nervous I just bit off my nail. Terrific. Excited nervousness. There were definitely mage folk looking people in their garments and outfits. Men, women, orcs, elves, some with some really strange tattoos on them.
Which direction did they take those prisoners?
And she points toward the only other exit in this door. There's a door similar, another dwarven door that is closed tight to the ground at the moment. Are you planning on pursuing further into this area?
We're trying to recover those who were taken, figure out and recover some powers that were taken. So yeah, that's probably the direction we're heading.
She looks toward the crew, and they just look devastated and exhausted and just battered and beaten. But there's a little bit of like spark and spunk in Trish here, and she goes over and she's like, "Okay, so here's some of the mapping we've been able to do," and she comes over. All this is not going to go to waste. These maps might not be accurate. We've done our best with some of our sonar and artifice technology, our best guesses, and some of the old maps of the walls here that the giants must have used in the past, but no promises to the complete accuracy of these. But it should help you at the very least get an idea for where you are and how you move about for these levels. We've only been able to get about 2 levels in here so far. They brought us back down. We've delved much deeper into the upper portions of this place, and it is magnificent. It is unbelievable, the beauty of this ruin. You guys unlocked by saving them. Imagine coming into this without Ashella and Otto.
We would have beaten his bitch ass into infinity.
That would have been bad.
We would have crushed him, Hunter.
That would have been bad.
This is the player version.
We have action economy.
doesn't fucking help you against this guy.
He did kill the last player in the stream game.
In one hit.
Nice.
Yeah, but he was a rogue.
I'm doing all right then.
He didn't even down me. Fucking pathetic.
Didn't even down.
He burned that spell slot too. He can't use that on Ashella.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Literal trash.
I love this. The dynamics of the two groups. Other ones
The other
cowering
group is
in fear.
so afraid and cowering of him.
We
when
are
he
gonna
shows up.
dumpster
And
this
we're just
guy.
like, we're gonna
Shit
fucking
on nerd.
slap him.
Yeah, fuck this nerd. There we go. All right.
If he bleeds, we can kill it.
Pretty much.
Yep. Oh man, I'm bleeding like crazy.
I can't wait to hire the bounty hunter.
Reed's like,
man.
I don't like the connotations.
I think I'm getting my ass whipped. All
Does
right,
that mean we can't kill Otto?
No,
what's
Otto never dies.
What?
Well, I don't know if he bleeds. I don't think he does.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So
By that logic,
He
he's
doesn't
he's
bleed,
immortal.
therefore he is immortal.
By that logic, there you go. Definitely
Makes
don't
sense.
take it back to the point when you could have euthanized him 2 sessions ago. You have gained access to 2 of those maps.
Hell yeah!
We don't
Boy,
Reed,
know
these
how it
maps are
works.
clean. Is the first one level 1?
Yes, the first one is where you guys currently are. So you're in 4 right now. What is labeled 4. And you
Okay.
can see the inaccuracies, though purposely so. 2 to 4, you guys got through that door that was at the end there. But it looks like there's no way to get into the 4 area. Well, the ruins have caused things to actually connect, this branching pathways. You guys went to the right, and your left was the right on that map initially. So we'll start talking in terms of the map, so we're all on the
So
same
we went.
page
Wait.
now.
So we went down towards E.
Yes, and then you
from,
heard
from 2.
yes, and you heard some, and you're
And then
like,
we went
"Fuck
into
that!" And then you went back to the plot.
Okay.
Yeah, I was right. Those 2 other doors led to the same place. Nice. Some intuiting.
You were
Very
right.
You're so smart.
Mm-hmm.
So those are
You're smarter than I
level,
am.
what I refer
Oh,
to
yeah.
as level 1 and level 2 of the ruin so far.
Outsmarted the wizard.
No, the wizard is too bright.
But not wise.
She goes to her supplies and she takes like a health potion, and they're handing out to all the people the stuff to recover a bit. And they have like a brief conversation, but then she sort of looks and she's like, I mean, if you guys could handle whatever that was, can I trail behind you and take notes and just...
Probably not a good idea.
Hey,
Just like Ashella, very, very, very bright, can handle this kind of thing. Us, we're just along for the riffraff. Honestly, we're gonna go in, get the job done, get out as fast as we can. Right? I just don't want you to get caught up in the crossfire.
Make a
But-
persuasion check. Ask her to give up on her dreams, please.
hey, man, if she dies, bro. Fuck it.
31.
Oh my god.
I don't want her to die.
She just sort of
It's
sits
not-
here.
It's not that you can't go in at some point. I just don't recommend going in until you have a bit more confirmation that whatever's deeper inside is no longer a danger to you.
Okay.
Listen,
Maybe go back home and return with some more armed help, and hopefully by the time we're done with it, it's thinned out quite a bit.
Oh, you also can't forget we knocked out the Durgar on the way in. I don't assume they're still asleep, but
They may
You
wake
never
up in
know.
a few hours. Actually, yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's only
fair
been a
point.
couple minutes, so.
You're right.
hopefully-
You're right. You're right. All right. Yes.
Listen,
We
if
should
it
go.
makes you feel any better, we'll map the place out for you. But
Please.
just get home safe. You and your people have taken a beating.
And they leave. What are you guys doing?
Surely they would not have been a powerful ally.
So, question:
Judgment of mine.
we are currently in like the A corridor, A to I.
You are current. Yes. Yes.
And that shouldn't, but it does have a connection point to the 4 room.
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
Cool. Yep. We were all on the same page.
So it looks like following this map, we could go through. I point towards the door over here. We could go through there, or it looks like we could maybe. Can we get back into the hallway we're just in, or has that been collapsed?
Nope.
So
You
can't-
can return. Nope.
Oh.
This is not. You have not delved to the point of no return yet.
Yeah.
No.
It
We
looks
just started.
like it's possibly It looks like we could possibly descend further down, either through that door or back through the hallway we just came from.
Yeah. So if you go through the door, that is descending. Do you guys have? Is there a key on there so you know, or no? The key might be on my sheet. Where near
The
R
little
is
arrow.
stairs that go up. The like basically arrow down that you see is down.
Oh, okay.
That
That's
is
how you did it. So I
that's
was
how
reading it wrong.
the thing did it. Yeah. So if you go right through the doorway, it goes down where they haven't explored or mapped at all. If you get your way to R, just near that goes to the second level, where they did give you a map to.
Go to R. We know where we're going then, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
it looks like that's deeper in, and goes up the mountain, so
I'd
we
say
can make our way that way.
feels nice to be going up for a change instead of down, you know?
Okay. So you guys go up to the door, or are you going the
Oh,
other way
so
around?
just clarifying, you said
Yep.
turning towards, was it Trish?
Yeah.
You said they went through this door, those prisoners?
They went through C and exited back out through 2, where you guys originally came, and then left the Titan room. Because remember, C, even though it doesn't look connected, it's where you guys connected to.
Well, that's where Trish went, but I think
Yep. I'm sorry.
Faith was asking
I'm-
Trish
where the other
prisoners were taken.
prisoners were taken, that they ran by. They happened.
She
to
said
see.
through that door, right?
Yeah.
But that door splits off to down or upstairs. You know that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know that.
Okay.
Yeah. Reed's a bitch.
Well, we have one path
I
forward then.
guess through
Well,
the
maybe
door
2, but yeah.
that way.
Okay. So you guys try to go through the door.
Is the door trapped?
Go ahead and check for traps.
Okay. Is that an investigate?
Completely
21.
random. Fun fact: if you right click on your hit DC or damage DC or damage die in D&D Beyond, it gives you additional options. In case you were curious, I did not know that.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, you guys all knew that. All right. Yeah.
Well, I've been playing for longer than my college career. Whatever, guys. Fuck me. Whatever. I didn't like you anyway.
That was a 21 on that trap check.
It's not trapped, and the door's open.
All right, let's open it.
Is there a
carefully.
trap in the doorway?
It's a bucket of water.
Ah!
So we move into the hallway.
Inside the hallway, you come across another one of those doors that have been broken in. And you can see into it the eye area, which is a circular room, and it looks very pious inside there. Lots of statues of giants and stuff on the ground, fallen, cracked, grown over. And further down the hallway, you can almost feel like a heat. It's getting warmer and warmer toward the stairs that lead down. And then there's also the passageway right next to it that just leads to more corridors. What do you guys want to do?
You want to go down, or do you want to try to go up?
You have 3 options. You can travel into the eye location. You can go up or down, just to make sure that you're all.
Well, assumingly this is a room right here. Do you just want to peek in it real quick, or
We
do
can
not
take a
wanna
look
give that
around. Yeah.
option?
All right, you guys enter the room.
I
Carefully
open
looking
the door
for.
and peek in.
You trigger Exodia. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Obliterate.
Obliterate. Yep. Okay. Go ahead and make perception checks.
13.
All of us.
19.
Summon Sliver, the Sky Dragon.
All right, good. Eight.
12.
Okay.
7.
Okay. So, Anfirth, you get the best look in here. This is clearly the place of worship for the giants, where they would gather to worship the giant god. And what used to be artifacts and tributes that have persisted through the ages have all been taken by the archaeologists, baby! This place has been ripped clean, but also preserved really darn well for any of the natural growing plants in here, which do not look native to tabula rasa. They look very, very tropically green. Think gigantic, almost like prehistoric looking plants inside here.
Do you guys think I could get samples safely?
Oh, you could always try to ask Adrelix to get them, right?
Yeah.
Unless you
He's
don't
not
wanna
as
risk it.
dexterous as I, doing that kind of task.
Social.
Is it lit in here or no?
Oh, bro, it's so lit.
It's only like in the center. The only statue that has not crumbled or fallen is the one of the god. It's still holding what looks to be like an eternal orb of light that is still glowing in the hand, illuminating the room.
Okay.
Hammer in the other hand, and down at its side with the light orb up above.
Do I recognize what god that is?
Same one that we've seen on the walls that we've talked about. It's the god of giants.
Yep.
If you guys remember, this individual was mentioned in Campaign 1 when Zach's wife called him Bob.
Bob.
Just that he had one hammer instead of two this time. I thought he was different.
You replace his hammer with the glowy thing.
Good time.
That's not the same. Gods can't change hands.
They can only carry one thing ever. It's in the rules.
Is it a talisman? Is it an animal? Anyway, okay. So what do you want to do? What are you doing, Joe? Make a decision.
I want to walk in the room and get a sample of the exotic flower.
Are you doing it stealthily and carefully, or just normally?
I'll have Adrelix scout first.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for Adrelix.
Natural 20.
Let's go.
The room
Adrelix.
appears empty.
Is it empty?
Empty of anything that might threaten you.
I cautiously make my way with stealth to the plant.
Give me a stealth check.
6.
Nice.
You walk in and immediately knock over something. One of the ruins you didn't see with your feet. It echoes through the room. Throughout.
So, if it's all right, I wanted to be a weasel again and jump on Show as he walks in.
You got it.
That's why I tripped. Fuck!
He's pushed by the weasel. Adrelix knows it was not the weasel. Adrelix is very aware it's not the weasel that caused him to clearly miss that fall.
Mentally, like, shush him. Like,
and you were by the leaf right now. Heart racing. Maybe something is watching you. Maybe
I whip out a test tube and my sampling materials. Yes.
Do you begin the process?
I begin the extraction.
Give me a perception.
Can I try to discern anything from this plant?
Yeah.
As a druid?
Absolutely.
Perception, you say?
Yes.
Big 6.
Awesome.
Damn.
You are locked in and excited.
Of course.
This is all that matters.
It's a
Nothing
plant.
else. You have to get a sample. Go
I
ahead and
do.
give me a dex check to see if you get a good sample or not. What was your nature check?
10 on the dex check.
10 on the dex and
10.
10 on the nature.
Rolled well.
Definitely of a very rich, well nutrient soiled area. Lots of rain, beautiful place. specifics to get into, you'd need more time and maybe not be in a ferret right now. It's kind of
Yeah.
doesn't make it as easy to proceed.
There's time for that later.
You get one decent sample. Well, with a 10, you get a good sample, but you don't get as much as you could have. And
That's it is what it is.
yeah, you kind of botch it a bit. You're still sort of as locked in as you are. You're fumbling a bit with the tools. The place
You roll
just
what you
is
roll.
just there. All right. And then you hear another shift and crumbling within this area.
Like close by, or
Oh yeah, real close by.
I'm getting the fuck out.
Okay. You sprint out.
I teleport out.
I'm gonna
With
peek.
a
Misty
misty
step.
step. Okay. Okay. Then you just instantly teleport out before Ganu can peek.
Okay, that's fair.
There's a lot of you look back into the room. It looks exactly the same as you left it.
Freaking me out, man.
So when you misty stepped, is there still a weasel in the room?
Oh, there's definitely still a weasel in the room. He doesn't come with me.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah,
Never mind. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
he's still there.
So the weasel just
I get dropped.
you get dropped and you see the noise behind you was still other crap that show stirred up that still hadn't quite fallen over yet.
I'll like,
Dude, we're good.
oh god, whew,
Are you
I'm
good?
scared, man.
You get spooked there, show.
I heard a noise and I panicked.
Surely you've been in a ruin before. Things crumble, right?
Yeah, but not with hooded, scary figures and other things that are
To be fair,
potentially
you were
dangerous.
you were kicking his ass. So I think if anyone's to be afeared here, it's to be of you.
I appreciate the vote of confidence. Sorry, I get really compulsive in ruins. I just need to extract the samples and take notes, and
Must collect the
maybe you guys don't know.
I don't. I really don't.
This is my life's passion. So sometimes I get jittery and
show whistles.
hyper focused.
God damn it! No, bounty hunter! No! Don't open that! No! Red plague! God damn it! Sorry, talking to All right, so moving on. Cool.
It's a klepto. Fuck.
Why not?
Does there look to be anything of value in this room?
No, I was just fucking with you guys. We're good.
Yeah, gotcha.
I had my moment. We can move on.
All right.
Everything can't be an easy freebie for you guys. Screw you. Okay, so which way are you guys going now? After you took a little peek in this room, nothing really of note yet. It doesn't make sense it would after the archaeologists have already combed through the area.
So we start ascending, right?
Do you? Ascend or descend?
We want to go up, I assume.
I think so.
Well, there's nowhere to go down. So yeah.
There is.
Well,
Up we go. All right, as you guys enter the R hallway.
I just need to pull this up on another tab.
Yeah, you do. You find more topple statues down this hallway, crumbled of the giants of old. These in particular resemble that of stone or of hill and normal giants, the statues that are all crumbled together. You can see they're very almost like Greek-like faces in the busts that you see of these marble statues, with the the typical bearding and facing of it, and just another society long gone to the world, another culture risen and fallen through the ages, back-to-back dungeons of just ruin. Gives you a little perspective, makes you enjoy life a little more, happy and appreciate what you have in the moment. And then you go up to level 2. You start at A on level 2. A is at the very top. As soon as you get up to the very top of A, there is a 15-foot wide chasm that goes down quite a ways, and whatever ladder used to be there has been destroyed. and it is now just crumbles and the classic like spikes at the bottom of this place. It's just rubble and techness for certain down there if you get cut. It lists bad news down there, metal shards and crap. How does the group try to get across a 15-foot gap? I know this is going to be the most difficult of challenges for you.
Question: did we go up or down?
Up. You guys went up.
Okay.
Set up.
Okay.
Set up multiple times. Gone up.
We just do it.
15-foot gap. Are there walls?
Yeah, on both sides. Yep. It's just a corridor still.
Okay.
And very tall, remember. Very, very tall. Because
We have-
giants had to walk through here.
I mean,
Do
I
we
can
have,
jump 15 feet, right?
Okay.
I
Yeah.
have 17
Yeah.
strength, so
Yeah,
I'm just
you're-
gonna across.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Classic.
14.
14. As you jump across, it's not 15. It's more like 45, and there's a minor illusion going on, and you just go through the floor and then grab onto the wall with a 14 dangling over the pit of darkness. I thought it was easy. Didn't it?
Can I Misty step to the end?
Yeah, of course.
The
easy.
other.
That's why it still wasn't going to be a problem. Not really. This is going to get you guys. But then you Misty step up to the top of it. You guys now know where
yeah,
the
there's an
actual
illusion.
floor is.
There's an
Good
illusion.
job, Anfirth. You're so
Yeah.
bold and so wise to have
I
detected.
seem to do that
such
a
an
lot,
illusion.
but you know, it doesn't. I'm all right still, so you know, it's happened a lot to me. But that's
You
okay.
heard a wonderful like meat and metal clap where it's just slamming into the side of a flat wall. Oh, at first, but he's fine. You don't just knock the wind a little.
Can we see him?
No, absolutely. He's standing like it looks like a straight pathway in the
Oh, so it's
in
like
the
an
corridor.
optical illusion kind of thing?
Yeah, but it's just
I
like
gotcha.
the first 20 feet that look like you just got to jump 15 to get to the solid ground, and it just continues the pathway. Doesn't actually exist there.
Okay. I would like to tie a rope to a crossbow bolt.
Crossbow bolt. Yes!
Fire it
Yes!
across.
Show like takes it out of your bag for you.
Hey,
all
wait a
right,
second.
all right.
Wait a second there, Matthias. Before you shoot anything else, I dig my shield into the ground and I create an immovable rod.
Yes, you do.
Shoot
Ah.
that.
Okay. I mean, will it be able to pierce?
I'm going to. He's going to catch it and hold it,
Oh,
and then
yeah, I'll
hook it
tie it
around the
around,
side.
yeah.
I'm going to do one of those.
I'll
with
kinda
the
like-
bow, you know, just
shoot the wall.
I'll
and then
I'll
you
reduce the
rope.
tension and kind of lob it a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys are athletic as fuck, and you're 9th level. You can handle this
Yeah, we
without
are.
rolls. Shooting this across, Anfirth grabbing, and then doing like a little, kind of like a grappling hook type of deal. You should work on getting one of those. This seems to keep coming up, so you should work on
We're
artificer.
real adventurers now.
Yeah.
Level
And
9.
then you put that
Hey,
on.
hey
the
Otto,
top.
do you think you could perhaps, when this is all said and done, work on like a grappling hook or something like that? Because like we seem to be crossing big crevices like this all the time, but I feel like a hook would work a lot better. It's not working.
It broke.
Not working.
It was only partially coming through.
Yeah, you sounded like Mega Man.
No. Nope.
Unforgivable.
While we're waiting, I'm gonna just turn into an owl and fly across.
Mhm.
Ryan's like, I'm free.
I don't need rope anymore. Yeah, it's gonna be a barn owl too.
Oh, cool.
Can he turn his head
Copycat.
360 degrees?
I had already decided I wanted to turn into a barn owl before you picked one. I like barn owls; they look cool.
You sound
No.
not good. You
Not
sound like you're
good.
trying to talk. Not good. You sound like you're trying to talk through someone sucking out of a straw.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
we'll just.
I
we'll
don't
just
know
move
why
on.
it's broken now.
Yeah. It was working really well earlier.
All right, I believe you. See, I don't know. I can't hear myself, so it always sounds fucking the same to me. All right, we'll just run with this for now. It's a beta still, so.
It's fine.
We know what they sound like now. You
Now,
can just
yep.
talk.
Yeah.
Yep, you got it.
No, I need the voice change. Full immersion.
How does this sound?
That's
actually good.
That's fond of
Heck.
you, motherfucker. He does not belong.
He's not here.
Show me what you got, baby. Show me what you got. I've got a belt of strength.
Okay. Sorry.
Yes. The belt of the main man. Yes.
Yeah,
I
that's what it
remember.
was called. I couldn't
Oh,
fucking remember what it was
I-
called.
How could I forget?
Eh.
I have such fond memories of that
I
dungeon.
called it the belt of the main man.
You did.
That was his name. He was the main man.
He was the main man.
He kept calling himself the main man.
You know, sometimes I'm brilliant, and I just gotta give myself more credit. I just gotta do it. I mean, God. All that stuff is start to talk, and then I name someone the main man with the belt.
Yeah.
What was the belt name called again? The belt of the main man?
Yeah.
It's free real estate. It makes so much sense.
Damn it. All right, anyway, what the fuck were we doing?
We're crossing a gap.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah, you
crossing
did
the gap.
that. There you go. You guys did it. No big deal.
Hooray! I get my rope back.
All right.
Let's go.
So, which way do you go? Do you continue down as a splitting of the hallways? You turn the corner, looking in I, where you guys are right now on the map. I'm sure the viewers fucking love this.
The map that you can't
Okay,
see.
Juan.
Yeah. It's all right, Ron. You'll get over it. I'll send it to you as DM. All right, everybody who really cares, reach out or don't. Anyway, so you see in this a extreme thickening of cobwebs in the hallway I that you can't perceive any further into, and C looks like the corridor continues and begins to oh, fucking dope, Reed. Begins to give Reed 1 second because he's one floor.
Some spellcasters
That
cast
begins
spells as a ritual,
to
which involves using it as an action plus 10 minutes.
Correct.
begins to
Fun fact.
show
trying
extensive
to-
grasslands and grass growing in the floor. No longer are the floors stone. They begin to turn into grass over the stone, and the walls begin to be all grown in with vines and such.
I was trying to do like a loading screen tip.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That was fun. That was cool. I like that.
Fun
Thank you.
facts. Teach people how to play.
All right, this is good. This is good.
Head towards this as I gesture towards the grasslands.
Why would you
That
do
are-
that? Don't do it.
Seems
appearing
innocuous
in
enough.
I
tunnels.
feel like
You don't want to go on this
Is-
cobweb spider?
is there like is this one of those tricks like they know which one you'll pick so you're supposed to pick the other one?
I'm going to remember that I have this thing in my hand and use my lantern of revealing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
As you
That
take
would
out the
be a
lantern
good item.
revealing, you reveal an invisible wall that is where the green grass is. So you would
As
have
I
walked
did it.
straight into a wall.
Nice.
The other ways is just cobwebs, and it's just very thicketed cobwebs. What would
Well.
you guys like to do?
Sounds like there's one way to go then. Unless we want to try to destroy the wall.
I mean, it
Okay.
looks like
There's
there's
options.
supposed to be a path here. So did they bring a wall up like what Sho can do? Did they mold the stone so it was a wall in front of it?
And
Can
I
I
wanna
like
go-
toss a pebble at the wall?
Sure.
Does it make solid contact? What kind of does it sound
It
like
does.
it's bouncing off glass or rock or
It sounds like it's bouncing off an exact same replica of all the walls that you've been
Okay.
walking around in here in stone.
Yeah, I would be hesitant to knock that down. It could be load bearing, right, Sho?
It could be.
You can make an
Uh,
investigation check, see if it's load bearing.
I will test that.
I was just
21.
blowing smoke out my mouth.
You have no fucking clue. You're inside a dead Titan. What the fuck is load bearing? Holy shit.
I don't
Your
know,
DM's
dude.
an asshole. Why would he ask you to roll for that? No way. No one could know that. I'm not even sure the Giants know what's load bearing. This is not your fault. This is horrible. What a terrible, terrible thing for him to make you roll.
I feel
God
like I
is
set you up
cruel.
for failure. I'm sorry.
I have an idea. If you want to take a moment to look at that, I can help us investigate this hallway.
I would love for you guys to pitch to me and explain how load-bearing structures work inside a dead Titan.
Well, I would
would be-
imagine that its skeletal structure would have to support most of the weight, right?
Do you know the anatomy of a dead Titan?
I don't. I'm just saying bones bear weight in normal bodies, right?
Does it have bones? It's literally made
Giant
of
Titan
stone.
is not normal.
I don't know, man.
Exactly.
Stones.
Stones.
Magic's weird. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just taking a stab in the dark.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did something. It's fun to hear. But
I just wanted to see if it was a glass wall so that if we could break through it easily, we could, and then have an easier route. But clearly, we're going to have to go down the other way.
This is a 9th level dungeon. Come on, dude.
Haha, we understand the level now. Haha.
If you guys are willing to take a moment, I have a thought of how we can at least bring whatever's in this pathway out.
What's the thought?
It'll take 10 minutes, but
We have 10 minutes.
Anna,
I'm
do you
gonna-
wanna take a nap for 10 minutes?
I'm gonna put a bit of string and this like cylinder piece of wood, wrap it together, and I start ritual casting Unseen Servant.
All right. While she's ritual casting, I'm going to I'm going to take out my dulcimer and play a very specific chord progression. And as the sound waves reverberate throughout Annifer's body, he's going to fall into a magical sleep for the next 10 minutes, and it's going to count as a short rest for you.
Oh,
Before
cool.
that happens, I'm going to use my second wind.
Okay. And also,
Oh,
roll a D100
I'm also
for me,
going.
Zach.
I'm going to give you my Snuggle Beast Tarask, so you can
What?
regain an extra 4d6 health.
Snuggle beast.
That's amazing.
D100, you said?
Yes, I did.
That is a 91.
It is. I saw it.
And for the shits and giggles, I also cast Armor Vagathis on myself before I go to sleep.
You are such a fucking smart person.
You might as well, am I right?
His brain is just the convolutions,
It's enormous.
the folds.
Warlock.
I'd like to do something as well.
Ooh.
What do you want to do in the 10 minutes this is going on?
I'd like to turn into a spider
Okay.
and climb on the cobwebs.
Easily. And you were not slowed down.
I'm not slowed down, but more importantly, I can sense the exact location of any other creature in contact with the same web.
Ooh,
Ooh.
cool.
You're merely aware of like 700 spiders.
I didn't roll that.
Like normal spiders.
Why
Yeah.
is that wrong?
We'll call
Anything
them
that seems like bigger than that,
that. Alive, right? As creatures?
alive.
No, nothing seems bigger than that.
Oh, you can talk to him too.
I could. I would have to cast a spell, but
Do you want to talk to the spiders?
How much was it, Zach?
For the Snuggle Beast, let me
Yeah.
just double check for certain. I'm pretty sure it's 46. Yes, 46. Extra healing.
Beautiful.
And it is, you can't benefit from it again today, but everybody else can.
Mm-hmm.
I want to benefit from things.
Annifer is having a very nice nap.
He's so handsome, even when he sleeps. Damn.
Okay.
So am I gonna murder everyone, Reed?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This
You
party
never
started.
rolled for today, by the way. That's over. That ship is fucking sailed.
No, I'm.
It's not the
Because
same
we-
day. Yes, it is. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
yeah.
You
I'm
looked
like, I'm
upset.
pretty sure.
You looked upset.
Whenever we long rest, that's the first thing I do.
I don't believe you. Anywho, What are you doing, Gano, during these 10 minutes? Do you talk to the spiders or not?
At first, I was thinking no, but you know what? Why the hell not? I have 10 minutes. I might as well talk to some spiders.
Okay.
So yeah, I will cast speak with animals on myself, then turn to a spider.
Okay. As you come up to a spider, these spiders look fucking huge for spiders, but not for like magical spiders. They got gigantic.
Compared to me, it's pretty big.
Yep. Yeah, you look like a normal spider. What
Yeah, like I'm a
what
normal
is it called? It's not. What is the back called? All right, I'm not going through this again.
Black Widow?
No, the
No,
back of the
sure.
spider.
The back of the
the
spider.
thorax?
Abdomen.
Abdomen.
Ah, I was gonna say thorax. I knew it wasn't right. Abdomen. They're really exaggerated. They're really large, kind of like in the Sly Cooper game, in
Like
the
an
Sly
orb
Cooper
spider.
2. Yep. Contessa's place. if anybody's curious. It's got red markings all around it, little slashes, almost like paint markings, but they're natural to the creature. It's got many red eyes that look at you. And what do you say to it? It's about 4 times your size, probably.
Yep. Hello. Me and my friends are planning on passing through here. You wouldn't have a problem with that, would you?
What does a spider sound like when it talks?
You don't want to know.
Testing. Yeah, it'll work.
Sounds pretty spider-like, yeah.
There is never the day, only the night. There is never the day, only the night. There is never the day, only the night.
It starts as one voice, and you start to hear many, many more voices as more and more of the spiders begin to descend towards you.
Okay. Is he moving towards me, or is he just?
Yeah.
He
It's
is.
doing the it's going.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna back away.
Okay, as you do.
And I'm going to say, I'm gonna repeat it back to them and see what happens.
Okay. Repeat it back to them.
Oh shoot! I gotta remember the exact.
Yeah,
words.
you do, bitch.
It is never the day, only the night.
You're just off. You're really close. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. You're
the first
really
word.
close. Yep.
Yeah.
There is never the day,
there.
only the night.
Damn it.
They begin to stop, and they begin to recede from you. You can feel there are many eyes on you, but they are no longer approaching.
So once my spell is finished.
Well, I'm seeing if he wants to do anything else. You want to say anything else? He's thinking. I see the wheels turning.
Yeah. I guess I'll try one more time. May my comrades have safe passage.
The night is your home. Passage shall be yours. But if day is where you strive, destruction.
The last part cut out, Reed.
Find you. Find you.
Welcome to Muppet Treasure Island, Titan Ruin. Treasure Island. Billy Bones! Where are you, Billy?
Thank you for the information. Yep. And I go away.
That's fine. All right. The fucking. No. It was Matthias. Matthias. 22 to hit.
Does hit.
Matthias, as you're tuning your thing and watching your buddy, and they're about to finish their spell, you guys see a giant maul whack Matthias into the side of the wall, just anime style, out of nowhere, stirring the entire crew. Just as Spider Boy gets back, you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage. You give me a strength saving throw. I gotta change the music.
This is definitely for sure gonna go well. 13.
You are knocked prone.
Okay.
I was gonna say strength feels like it doesn't matter here. Now, if he had said wisdom or con or intelligence, I would have been scared.
Strength, we got this shit.
Or charisma,
Oh my god, give me the music. Let's do some.
I want to watch the Muppets now. Thanks, Reed.
Muppet Treasure Island! Muppet Treasure Island! Billy Bones! The black spot! The black spot! What a pretty girl you have here, Billy. You didn't tell me you had a daughter. That's what he's got, the Jimbo's hair. Before you, the group sees, floating above the ground, a dark skin, similar to Sho, almost like heritage-wise, individual holding a gigantic maul in beautiful, almost rumble-like clothing, floating above with complete yellow. No, it's not your father. With solid yellow eyes. I put in chat what it looks like.
God damn it, he has an image.
Oh shit! It's my long lost cousin.
I would say we would be able to know immediately show that this is indeed a large elemental being. What kind? You're not sure. But you guys are currently in combat with it, so initiative.
May I ask who you are in Primordial?
Yeah.
What quarrel do you have with us, good sir?
Which I understand. Thanks to our time in Rumble.
Damn. All right, I guess we.
Yeah.
Also understand.
Yeah, I didn't count on that, did you?
You're the ones that wanted more fucking fighting. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. God damn it. Oh.
It's just one Dow. How long can it take?
We want more main story fighting, not this.
I don't know about that.
Really?
I want the
goblin guy.
The
goblin guy that always wants to fight the nothing goblins. The Druagars weren't enough. These are boring and trivial. 3 fighting encounters that you guys have just obliterated immediately.
No, we want more encounters and have the freedom to be creative with them and find creative solutions.
Yeah, actually what he said. But if this guy is basically a goblin, I want to smack him in the face.
Reed, keep doing what you're doing.
You're doing great, bud.
You know what, Reed?
You're
What they
great.
said.
The advice. The advice
Wait, what did
changer
you
is
say?
still not working. Still
Yeah,
not
it's
working.
Not
really
quite.
working.
Not quite.
You sound like you're choking on a cough drop.
Hey, you sound like you smoke 25 packs an hour.
Still not working.
All right, how's this sound?
That one's
That
good.
sounds so good.
Yeah, the beta's clearly down right now. Okay, that's unfortunate in the middle of our recording that they're probably doing updates. Okay. I am quested to guard these halls from any that pass through them. You are not welcome here.
Why?
You prevent a great process from occurring. Get out. Well, not why. You're fucking unconscious. You're not really unconscious. You're on the wall. I know it's like waiting for you.
Why?
Yeah, you said why? Because you are not allowed. Do you serve the oracles of End? He's smashing you again. You took too long. He's
Wait.
gonna smash you again. You give me an eye. You're trying to be clever. You guys got your talking off. 26 to hit, which is definitely gonna hit.
Silvery barbs.
Barbs! You're stirred awake.
Wake up.
Silvery barbs! Oh, it hurts your fighting. Alright, gotta reroll it. God damn it. 20 to hit! Still hits!
Yeah.
19
Silvery
barbs. Give me another.
19, you say?
Yes.
Yikes.
Give me another strength saving throw.
I'm still prone.
He's just, I know, but
15.
All right, you fail. He knocks you into the spider webs at prone as he kicks you down the hallway. As you go, why? And he just, enraged, knocks your ass down the hallway.
Okay.
What else are we doing? We're still talking to this guy?
Can I cut
Can
myself
I
free?
get up and go help Matthias?
Yeah.
I'm gonna dump 2 Eldritch Blasts into them.
Oh, that sounds
Thank you. Yeah, let's kill it.
Okay. You're muted, Joe. You've been talking a while since I asked if we're gonna attack.
I'm attacking him.
There we are. Everybody go ahead and attack. You can go all attack him. You got
I'd
to.
like to as well.
A 14 and a 21.
21 hits.
Six force, 3 poison.
You got it.
31.
Hits.
14 and a 20.
20 hits.
That's with booming blade.
Your blade.
21 points of slashing damage.
Oh dear lord.
I lied. That's actually not,
I rolled
because
so
my
low.
thing does more damage. LOL.
Don't worry, you'll save it for next time. You said how many points of damage?
Me?
Yeah.
21.
Okay. Show, what do you got? And Yanu.
I'm rolling damage. Hold on.
Thank you. Yanu, what's your to hit?
I rolled 9.
That doesn't hit.
Only one of
Dodging
mine
you, you're
hit.
slicing through the ethereal bottom. Both you and Anford are like get him in the legs at the same time. He doesn't have any legs. He's floating. And you're
Damn
like,
it.
had to check. We just had an invisible door. Thought he might have invisible legs.
You're still speaking with an echo? Now I can't hear you. Sneaky.
That's
I'm back.
Hi.
the 22 slashing damage,
You got
1 lightning damage.
Brilliant.
Brilliant difference.
Also, for the Eldritch Blast that did hit this
Yeah.
creature,
Yeah.
it gets shoved 10 feet away.
Why? Just because it hit?
I have Repelling Blast.
Okay. Sure.
So
Eldritch invocations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up.
One of my
XP to
attacks
level 3.
did 8
Shut up.
damage. So,
8 damage?
yeah, so it's 6 bludgeoning and 2 thunder.
You got it.
Low roll.
Okay. And then Ganu? Oh, you didn't hit.
Nope.
Okay.
Oof.
We'll go back to its turn. Oh, I didn't read that. It is. I should read these. Gonna make 4 attacks now. It's gonna do 2 maul attacks against Anfirth, who would have been closest, and 2 fist attacks against. Imagine Ganu probably jumped up while the 2 little ones probably went to the back. So this will be 18 to hit off the shield, 18 to hit, just blocking the shield as the maul is going down. Anfirth, no problem. 12 to hit to hit Ganu.
Yep.
And 27! 27!
There we go.
There we go. To do 15 points of bludgeoning damage. So maul, and then Ganu just like expertly blocks 1 punch and then just gets 1 like uppercut right underneath the jaw.
Reaction, interception with his shield.
Oh, sure does, doesn't it? What does that do? Take
it
the
reduces
damage.
The damage he takes. Yeah.
Yep. By how much?
Reduce it by +4, so 9.
9. So only 7. So it doesn't quite just. It gets the edge now. He doesn't get the full underneath here. The shield shifts it quite a bit and just kind of scrapes the front of your face now. Only kind of breaks your nose a little, but doesn't really. And it will then burrow into the stone below, and the stone goes right underneath it.
Do we get opportunity attacks?
No, because it didn't leave the place it was. It went down the Z plane. So it just basically went through the floor. That's
Can I use my reaction? Can I use my reaction to do so anyway because of cool things that you gave me for my thing?
Yeah.
Like Husari Gama.
Yeah.
It says whenever an ally within 30 feet of you is attacked, you may use a reaction to make a melee weapon attack.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that.
You can. That's why I gave it to you. You should do it. What'd you roll? 5?
25.
Oh, yeah, it's like 5. Wow, what a waste.
That's physically impossible.
Yeah, I thought so. Damage?
I have to roll the damage in 3 separate instances.
I understand.
Very dumb.
I understand. I'm not
Also
saying
more
faster.
damage.
I'm just saying we're moving to
No, you like what they're called?
Yeah, that's funny.
Did the creature move out of our reach?
No,
Not until
technically
it's...
it like skirted around you.
Yeah,
Well, it sounded like he went down.
Yes, but as soon as he's out of your reach, he's through the floor. He never leaves your range
Yeah,
until
you
he's
can't,
under
like,
the
attack the floor.
Well, like that would it doesn't.
You don't
It's
like
like
it.
if
I
somebody-
see it. Ryan hates this.
No, just because like if he's out of your reach for any reaction, you wouldn't be able to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So it's as he's moving out of your reach, you get to hit him. Because if you wait till he's out of your reach, then you can't hit him for any opportunity attack. Even
While
if he just
I
moved
agree with your
That does make
reasoning
sense.
behind that, the thing that I would say is that we are now in a 3D plane or a 3D
Yeah.
cube instead of a plane. So he's still 5 feet within us, but he's diagonally 5 feet down. He's still 5
Well,
feet in
That's
the
what
X
I was
direction, but 5
asking
feet
if he's
diagonally
out of
down.
our reach.
Yeah, no, I think he just.
So
threw out the
technically,
end of it
no. To
directly
be
there.
fair, he's not out of your
Technically, no.
reach. He's just below you in a
So you
different
could.
plane, and then you could try to hit, but then you have to go through the material of the
rocks.
rock.
Yeah.
So I
You
guess
wouldn't
I didn't answer your question right. So that's why there's the confusion. So he's still in
He's still
range,
within
and then
range.
once he's in range, you can take an opportunity attack once he is fucking around below you. But now you have no idea where he is, where he's going, can't see him, but that's good distinction. That's good gameplay distinction.
He is still within range.
Yes, good. That's
So
good.
that was-
Technically.
All right,
that
what's
was
your
the-
damage?
26 slashing.
How do you want
and
to do this?
2 lightning. Let's go!
As he's like, I'm. You know what? He doesn't get a last line. He's so clever. He thinks he's still got this, and as he's going down, I'm very much seeing like as he's phasing through, you Korigama him like in the head, and you're like, get over here. But you tell me what you're seeing. I'm seeing
kind
some
of.
prevention of the
As
swords.
he's like burrowing down,
Mhm.
you just see like the chains wrap around, and he's like squeezed and kind of stuck. And I just like slowly walk up and kind of just take the scythe part of it, sickle part of it, and it just slashes whatever is visible. Yeah.
Yep, and you see like earth, instead of blood coming out, it's all like mud and earth just squirting against the wall, and then he just dissolves into stone onto the ground. Interestingly enough, elemental demise. If the Dao dies, its body disintegrates into crystalline powder, leaving behind only equipment the Dao was wearing or carrying. So his maul is now on the ground, if you guys would like to pick up his maul.
Hey, free maul.
It's a standard maul.
Sell it.
Just a standard maul. I love it.
Yep.
Drop it in the bag.
Put it in the bag, yeah. Put it in the bag.
Somebody write it down. We're selling it later.
I'm holding the bag. I'll put it down.
You got to be able to really sell it too. When you sell it to somebody, you can't just tell them it's a normal maul. You got to tell them where you got it and from what you got it.
Yeah. Maul.
Matthias is saying this as he's bleeding out of all of his head orifices.
Oh yeah, you went into the spooters. So
Yeah,
give me a
cut myself free, I hope.
Oh sure, but you're gonna give me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw?
Yep.
Yikes. Oh, it's a 10.
You're paralyzed.
Shit.
And you take 10 points of poison damage.
I am unconscious.
Okay.
All right.
Pull him out.
Yeah. He fell forward with a shit ton of spider bites all around him.
Nice.
His body is as stiff as concrete. As stone. Concrete's not a thing in fantasy medieval bullshit world.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
It is. Yep.
Press my hand against Matthias's chest, and I'm gonna pump a cure wounds into him.
Okay.
Jeez.
That is
Conscious.
29 healing.
Thank you.
Paralysis will take a minute to wear off for you.
Thank you. Pull me away from the spiders, please.
Yeah,
The spiders don't leave their threshold. They stay in their webs, and you actually see them instantly repairing the webs that you destroyed when you went through. Instantly is okay. It's not that quick, Bucko. It's gonna take some time, but it's gonna take 2 or 3
Do I
minutes.
have the
Way
ability to
faster than
speak?
normal. No, you're paralyzed. No, in a minute. No, that's not how paralysis works.
Okay, I'm asking.
I know, but I like the idea. It's like, I'm paralyzed. Can I still talk shit?
Yeah, that's what I do. That's exactly what I want to do.
I know. I'm very aware of what you want to do, but it's ludicrous. That's the point of paralysis.
That only works if you're paralyzed from like the neck down.
Yeah.
If
That is
you're in
specifically what these spiders do, though. So you're good. Just go ahead.
They specifically enjoy when their victims can still talk to them. It's it actually +1s their AC.
You salty, bro? Yo, come on, bro. Get back in here, bro.
Oh my god, that's an awesome encounter. The trolling spiders that just paralyze you. It's just like that shit in Skyrim that makes you furious. It's not killing you, but when the druggers keep Fusro dying you and you're stuck in the animation, you keep trying to get up, and then you get blown over, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm gonna kick the shit out of those drugs. Oh my god, for the love of God, stop doing that. You got it. All right. Okay, where are we? Let's get back to the map. Okay, all right, nice. You are now aware that there is, hello, son. There is wandering creatures throughout these halls that have been deployed for some reason or another. That is clearly aware running into a Dao, which is one of the strongest creatures you could get since you rolled in the top 10 percentile. Thank you very much, Matthias, for that. When I saw challenge rating 11, I'm like, really? Anyway,
one of the hardest, you said?
For wandering the halls, random encounters on this
cool,
level.
Fun.
Yes.
I meant to say it earlier, but we got interrupted. Yeah, there's a lot of spiders in there. They seem really creepy. I tried to talk to them. They were all coming after me, and they were saying, there is no day, only the night. And no idea, but when I said it back to them, they retreated. And then I asked them if we could have safe passage, and they said something along the lines of, if we are of the night, we can pass, but if we walk during the day, destruction will find us.
Joe, do you have stone shape prepared?
I do.
Can you just
Let's-
move this? And I point to where the connecting point should
The
be.
invisible wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you
So-
just get rid of this?
Would you like to try, Show?
I will attempt
Okay.
to stone shape.
All right. I heard the click, so you cast the spell.
Zoom.
Yeah, it goes down with ease. Of course, it's made of stone.
All right, cool, easy.
Yeah, it's open.
Yeah, of course. It's stone. Easy. All right, there you go.
As you all walk into the now metal-like, cushy forest area, that's where we'll end tonight's session because we're out of time.